Howdy.
What's going on?
Oh, it's just a beautiful day in southern Texas.
Looks like the precipitation level is high.
Oh, it's fucking 63 degrees here.
Nice.
Yeah.
So where are you headed now?
Well, I'm going to the next Love's down the highway because that one was completely full and it had been fucking 45 minutes to fill up my tank. I just got some fresh produce from HEB, a beautiful a beautiful Texas grocery store that actually is.
So where are you headed now?
Hey, you jumped off. Oh, well. Anyways, to answer your question, I'm headed to Laredo again, of course. Hello, hamster. How are you? Welcome, Raw. Hey,
Good morning. Good morning.
howdy.
How you doing, buddy? Had a good couple days off, did you?
Ah,
It's hard living, ain't it, bub?
it's a living.
Yeah.
Sometimes the schedule works out for you, sometimes it doesn't.
Not always on our time, is it, bub?
Well, this last couple of days, because Wednesday's our turnover day, took me from number 2 as far as mileage goes to number 34 in our fleet.
Wow.
So I got fucked out of probably about $1,500.
Have to start you another logbook. you go to renegotiate the
Ah,
contract.
I've got the logbook. Trust me. I keep records of everything and track it all too.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm pretty fresh to keeping a journal, as it were. I mean, I had to keep them on the job in the past, but keeping a personal journal is quite the adventure, I must say.
Yeah. Hey, Rusty. What's up, JR?
Rusty, JR. Oh, I forgot to say hi to Hamster.
Just don't say hi to Hamster too loudly. He's very easily frightened. He's just a little rodent. You got to remember that.
Do you feel startled, Hamster? Road dent, isn't that like a pothole? Dum-bum. Or is that where Kush keeps his stash?
Well, I wouldn't know that, but I think Kush grows his own.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
that's,
said something about that.
yeah. They have I guess they have some kind of limit or something. They can grow so much.
Yeah, I don't know what the law. He lives in Massachusetts, so I don't know what the laws there are about it.
Yeah, I know it's illegal in Indiana. That's all I know. But, think can't think of Pop's sidekick's name. Is his producer,
Blake.
Blake. Yes. Yeah. That's just because I was going to put in a but.
Yeah, I think Blake knows all kinds of fucking tricks about producing on air. He's really good at the effects live stream.
I can't wait for there somebody to come up with a DJ stream. That'd be awesome. 24/7. Just have like guest DJs come in, have like a mobile DJ booth. Maybe you bring the booth to them, have them DJ a show or something. It'd be pretty cool.
I absolutely detest DJs.
Oh, do you?
Not I don't mind DJs that actually play music, but the ones that fucking mix it and make it, you know.
No, I like the ones that keeps the party alive. You know, not just chaos, but actually direction.
Uh, if you need, I don't know. I've never got. I was never into the dance club scene, uh,
I
and I prefer my music if I'm going to go out and see music to be played live, not some guy taking somebody else's work and spinning it and then calling himself some type of genius.
correct.
You know.
Yeah, I like a live background. The only reason I'm have any really experience with this is through shooting pool. Took me to some clubs and stuff. And it was interesting and observational.
Yeah. I figured out a long time ago that clubs are designed to suck the money out of you.
Oh yeah, yeah
They give women fucking free drinks, give women free passes in the door, but the guy's got to pay for it all. Fuck that. I'm not paying no fucking pussy tax.
ladies' night. That used to be a thing to bring people together. Then it turned into a joke, started being abused. So, like everything, somebody's got to ruin a good thing. We've got to make a law for that because somebody got their pee-pee hurt. The laws are not protecting us anymore. I can see that.
There was no fucking law. I'm talking. This was all done by the club owners. They decided this is how you can make money. You can get guys to come in and spend all their fucking hard-earned cash in the hopes they're going to get laid. The chicks go in there and fucking dance around and expect to get all kinds of free stuff, from drinks to fucking, being able to cut in line and all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I'm not gonna play that game.
You go out there and do the peacock dance, the enticement dance for all the men, get all the benefits of it, and then claim harassment and crap. It's like, come on, people. Feel your boobs and say my eyes are up here. Like, yeah, you
Yeah, but you got your tits. You got your tits hanging out, lady. So shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I don't look at your eyes when they're closed. That'd be kind of creepy.
Spinning records on the radio, that's something else. But
Yeah.
I can just, I don't know.
I just thought it'd be a cool live stream because you could direct have a story involved with your music, and I don't know. I just have different ideas on things. None of them is good, but they're just thoughts.
Well, I'm sure some people would like it, but I wouldn't listen to it.
Right. Well, some people are opposed to certain type of music, which I can kind of enjoy all music. I don't have a genre per se that I'm so attached to that my mind's closed and the blinders are on,
Right. I think most people grow out of that about 25 or 30.
I don't know. I seen a lot of city boys wearing cowboy hats in clubs. I don't know. 35s, 40s. I've seen old men driving big old Cadillacs with horns on them. So, I mean, I don't think men ever really grow up totally because we just love to have too much fun, but we want to also.
Well, having horns on your car, that's kind of, hell. Who wouldn't want horns on their car?
You got to warn the pedestrians get in your way.
If I could do a truck, I'd do an old Peterbilt with fucking horns on it, and the old Western style cattle guard they had on the front of the locomotives. I'd have one of them on there too.
Yeah, you're dreaming of a zombie truck. Zombie proof. My zombie proof vehicle would have like a street sweeper on the front of it and just fling them off to each side. It's hilarious. Well, brother, I'm going to wish you well on your road trip today. Hope everything goes well.
Thank you. It's going to be a short one.
That's good enough. Lord be with you and be peaceful, my brother. Have a good one.
All right. Bye-bye. Hamster, Riggs, anybody? Come on in. Singletown, whoever else is here. Let's see if this Love's has a little bit less of a line to get fuel. We need some go juice. It looks like it's far, far, far more empty. Good. Good, 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 good. And we got this asshole fucking parked right in the middle. What's up, assholes? Not even in your trucks. You're blocking everything. What great people. Oh, this doesn't look like it's going to get up here. Locking it again. All right, gentlemen. I'm going to go fill my trucky truck up with go juice. So, hang on, brothers. I'll be back in a bit. Gentlemen, I'm going to go grab myself a coffee, and I'll be right back. Y'all take it easy, and if anybody wants to join in, please hit that button. Links in the chat. What's up, Outlaw? What's up, Tim Elgato, JR, Shathis? Hey, none of you motherfuckers want to jump on here? None of you. Man. My fucking breath must stink or something. What's up, Rusty?
Hey, sir, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
Oh, I could be always better, but I could always be worse too.
Yeah. Well, every day above dirt's a great day.
That's right. Yeah. Boy, Tim was quick to drop that link. He's great, man. He's fast.
Yeah, I dropped a link too. I guess you guys didn't see it.
No, I saw the link earlier, but you know how like as the stream progresses, the link disappears in the chat.
Yeah, that's my problem all the time. The link is so far back in the chat, I can't find it.
Hey, good morning, Shathis. How you doing?
Good morning. Every day above ground is something about dirt. I'm not sure.
What up, what up, what up?
Good morning.
Good
All
now.
right. Good evening, Tim, or afternoon. It'd be afternoon for you.
Late afternoon, man. I was hitting the gym, man.
Yeah.
I had to get my reps in.
I was
Hey,
hitting the
Tim.
gym, smoking a stogie.
What's up?
Hey, buddy. What? Did you hurt yourself? You hurt your chin. Poor thing.
So,
All right. Well, I'm
So,
heading
guys.
south.
Go ahead, Ben.
All right. We got Shathis' grandkid.
Yeah, he wants in.
How
Uh,
old is he?
He'll be 3 in April. He's a
Oh,
little
that's
young
cool.
tyke.
he's
Is that
getting
your
to be a
only
big
one
boy.
right now?
Yeah, that's my only offspring. My only legacy.
Hey, guys, I have a question.
What's your question, Tim?
There's a small backstory to it. I was chilling in the comment section. So I got attacked again, and this time that argument was that if you're not around in 2014 to watch Third Flinking Monkey, you shouldn't be talking on any of these platforms.
Well, I got
Gatekeepers.
one answer to that. Fuck you. I'll say what I want.
Yeah.
So
Nothing like a
who
gatekeeper.
was making that argument?
It was one of the guys who was claiming one of the all-time brawlers in this space. And I was checking out his sub list. He was sub to people like Dirt Flinging Monkey. And when I went down the sub list, I came across channels like more POA garbage, like John Trentry Lifestyle. And then you know enough, man. Someone who supports John Anthony. Those are those types of people.
Yeah, but what was the guy's name?
Oh, I was being respectful and not saying the name of your channel, because I think the rule is here I'm not allowed to call out people who,
Well, you're bringing up the story, and I'm just wondering because I wasn't making content back then, so I was around. I just wasn't commenting or anything.
the guy was following me around a little bit. His name is JT.
Never heard of him. What's up,
Wait.
Yeet?
No.
We got Yeetus in here. Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, Edis.
But I'm kind of surprised, man, because I don't work that way. In my opinion, everyone is welcome. I mean,
Oh yeah. This is a place where everybody can be platformed and have their say as long as they're respectful of the other people.
Indeed, that's the most important thing to me. Just reflect ideas on each other and go into the philosophy and see how different people have different opinions on that. I think it's so weird that some people put so much prerequisite into what you're saying and if you're able to talk on this platform.
Mm-hmm.
And in addition to that, we've got some younger brothers who come in who were, quite frankly, in grade school in 2014. So
That's
why
true.
would you deny those brothers a voice? So this guy's got some fucking issues. So fuck him.
Well, it was kind of surprising. I made a really nice remark about how I was willing to help whoever at whatever time, and he was like, "No, you're not doing the philosophy right. You have to fucking be 24/7, be ready to help guys who's do not stick a gun in their mouth. Okay, I'm ready to help anyone, but I don't see how you deduct that from my point, basically."
That sounds like some.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
I've had several brothers say that, they come and listen, and they don't even say anything. They've written me in my emails and stuff. They've come and listened, and it's fucking kept them above dirt. We've had a couple of guys that we fucking did some interventions with, and it got them off the bottle.
I kind of, Brennan, you're right. I kind of see this trend a lot, but the older guys, they're like, if you're not talking about saving men 24/7, you're doing the philosophy wrong or something. Well, there's way more to that. I mean, it's important to save men, and it's important to not to help people out who are struggling with themselves. But there is way more to the philosophy than that.
Well, the red pill itself recognizes the general lies that we've been told throughout almost all of society. You pick the topic, there's fucking lies that are out there about it. And if you don't fucking talk about whatever, you're not fully embracing the red pill, in my opinion. There's so much bullshit out there at every level. It's just men and women is foremost on our minds because we're most directly affected by that fucking shit, those shenanigans. But it's by far, not even close to being the only thing.
Well, I agree with that. I just thought it was an interesting topic because I've had these arguments used on me like a lot, especially when I started out. I mean, I agree that if you're new, then it's more important to listen than to speak. But That doesn't mean that your opinion or your point of view is invalid.
Well, you have the respect of your fellow man, Tim. So I don't see why you would have to stay quiet just because you're fucking mid-30s or late 20s or whatever your age is. You've never specified, and I've never asked because it doesn't matter to me.
Mid-30s. To me, it's kind of the same thing as the people you see this on the PUA side a lot. They ask lay count basically. So
That's external validation, you know. And if you're searching for external validation, you're not MGTOW.
No, but I see it as the same thing. Like you have to be in the space for 8 years, or I see that the same thing as what is your lay count with the PUAs. It's basically why is it important? It's important. Can you make a good argument? Can you ask why you are making this? Tell why you are making this argument, basically. That's way more important than how long have you been in this space and if you listen to the correct people in their opinion.
Yeah, you know, we let anybody on. Hell, we even let Hamster talk. So
I like Hamster, man.
I know it's a joke, Tim.
Yeah, I know. I had to say it, man. Shout out to Hamster, man. He's a good dude.
All right, what's up there, Outlaw?
What's up, guys?
Also known as Sugar Bridges.
Yeah,
Hey,
that
Outlaw,
never
what up,
going
man?
away, is it? What's up, brother Tim?
I gotta say, man, that I enjoyed your latest video.
I appreciate it.
Kind of a controversial topic, but I enjoy it.
Yeah,
I missed your stream, Outlaw. I didn't get any notification whatsoever.
that stream was kind of on a whim, so yeah. Next time I need to plan it out a little further ahead, but yeah, I had guys wanting to stream, so we kind of threw that one together last minute.
Hey guys, real quick, I think Sir Yedis in the chat wants the link.
Yeah, definitely drop the link for him.
But you know,
you can do that, Tim.
I can't. I'm on my phone. I'm at the gym. I have to back out.
I got it. Don't worry about it.
But yeah, I feel like this topic was needed, Tim, because you know, for the past 6 months, me personally, I have been seeing a lot of fighting in this community. I've seen a lot of brothers go after each other. Seen a lot of simping.
I agree with the
like it was. I felt like it was time for a reality check for a lot of guys in this community because, you know, if we don't get put in check every once in a while, you know, sometimes these guys will just wander off but I felt like
we've got another fucking fight brewing under the surface right now. And
really?
Guess what? It all has to do with fucking females and trannies.
In my opinion, I don't see a lot of the fighting. Yeah, I see some disagreements, but is it truly fighting?
Well, it's about ready to blow up. There's people going after some content creators because they have female wrenches and they're letting some people that don't know what sex they are have free access to their chat. And those guys are more than free to do whatever they want in their chat, but they're starting to call names of people who disagree with them. And I don't appreciate the name calling, but I'm not about ready to start a fight with any of them because both of the guys that I've heard do it are decent fellas. So I'm just going to fucking let it go and understand that that attack wasn't meant for me. It was meant for other people who were poking the bear.
I understand what you're saying, man. I also understand who you were talking about. And in my opinion, everyone should do whatever the hell they want on their channel. Just don't call it a MGTOW channel if you're giving females a wrench.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what's good, y'all? Sir Eudes.
Hey, Yeet.
How you
What's
doing?
up, Venus? What up?
So, a lot of people they don't like my approach when it comes to these type of topics or situations because I'm not the one that wants to beat around the bush and wants to use these filibusters to make people feel good and all that shit. That's why my channel it hasn't grown outside of 13,000 subs, right?
Well,
Because
your
Mhm.
flaming hair makes me feel all warm and fuzzy.
no homo or what's going on over
No,
here?
no, definitely no homo. It was a
I was just
flame
about to
joke.
say, like, hey, what were you trying to say, bro? Like,
It's just like you can really feel your inner warmth from that flame. That's all I'm saying.
Jesus Christ, bro, this ain't helping. But in all seriousness, Brandon Trueblood, he knows what the fuck I'm saying, right? Because once again,
Yeah, I hear you.
I've been an NCO in the military, and I tell you how it is. If you don't like it, that's your fucking problem, right? Unless you can prove that I am wrong with what I'm saying, shut the fuck up. Shut up.
I
You
gotta
know?
say this, man. I always enjoyed your content.
Wait. What'd you say? I didn't hear you.
Oh, my bad, man. I said I always enjoyed your content, man.
What's that?
He enjoys your content. Yeet.
Do you enjoy my content? Are you sure you enjoy my content? Or are you just saying that so
No, I'm sure, man.
and
No,
give you
no,
some blueberry pancakes and shit?
no. I'm gonna be straight up, man. I enjoy your content, man.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. Like I guarantee you, I'm a way more serious channel per se. Like I know that people love Undead Chronic and Ribby the Party Frog because they pretty much roast people majority of the time, which is funny, right? It's nothing but entertainment. But I'm a more serious type of channel, so I'm not surprised that I don't really have as much subs as them. Because Ribby he reached over what's it called,
You got
111,000. Yeah, like I
But
can easily talk out of my ass and just say, hey, yo, bitches ain't shit, bitches are this, bitches are that, and I could reach at least 50K by the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
But I am the person that wants to talk about things that are outside of dating because there are thousands and thousands of channels that are talking about the exact same fucking thing. And what makes it worse is we got these chameleons coming to our space that regurgitate our talking points, take our talking points and put it into their own, and they have a million subscribers. I can name
well,
a few.
Hey, Edis.
I'm
What's
gonna
that?
hang on a
Hey,
second,
Edis.
Rusty. You can go in just a second, Rusty. Hey,
Sorry.
I'm of the opinion that you really don't need to worry about your sub count because we're all into like getting rid of external validation, and it's great to have lots of subs. There's some benefits if you want to like get monetized for it, but at the end of the day, it don't matter if you've got 2 subs or 20,000 subs.
But that's
If you're putting out good message, then people will listen.
but at the same time, that's not my point. No, my point is these the women that are saying the exact same talking points that we're saying, right? And they're not even addressing the serious shit, right? Just basic shit. Oh, why men don't want to date 304s? Oh, why women want taller men? Oh my god.
But are you really surprised, man? A lot of people can't control their biology.
Few months, they get 100,000 subs within a few months. Few months.
That's because we got some thirsty bastards out there. Rusty, it's your turn, sir.
Hey, thank you, True Blood. Hey, Edis, let me go out on a limb here and give you a little bit of criticism.
Am I boring?
No, I love your channel, man. You know I do. I'm a big supporter. We talk about women chameleons all the time, but you know what? We don't address men chameleons. And let me give you my definition of a man chameleon. It's a 27-year-old who is renting that is giving out financial advice to men how to be successful in life. That's another chameleon.
Mm-hmm.
Is there an example of a certain YouTuber, or is it just
Gray
like in general?
Ghost. Gray Ghost.
Whoa, whoa!
Hey, Gray isn't here to
wasn't ready
defend
for that.
himself.
I wasn't ready for that.
Guys, Gray
Whoa.
is not here to defend himself. So
Well, when
That's
it comes-
correct. So I will stop talking about him personally and talk in the general. I have seen over and over and over again men on very prominent channels such as yours, Edith, giving out financial advice and giving out certain moves that men and strategies that they should employ to become financially independent, to become wealthy, to become successful. Now, most of the time, they have not even achieved what they are talking about.
I agree. I definitely agree with what you're saying. You know, because I definitely would not take. Okay, I wouldn't take advice from how do I explain it? A high schooler or a college basketball player on how to get into the NBA. I see what you're saying. I see the analogy. Like, how are you going to give advice about something that you aren't even at that level?
Only thing I have to say about this topic is that there's a bunch of guys that can control their biology in here, and they're gonna sub to fucking females who say the message that they want to hear.
So, is this okay? Rusty, right? Rusty.
Yes, sir.
Tim,
All right, you're definitely the OGs of one of my channels, right? Would you want to have a live stream when it comes to basic financial advice or financial decisions? Because I definitely would like you to join if you want to talk about something like that, because it would be very beneficial to the young men out there.
Yeah, I got no problem doing that. And I hope that you don't think that I'm being overcritical, but I'm just a little tired of these young guys that have not even acquired their first property yet, talking about how to acquire your first property. You know, it's just a little bit like I said, it's another definition of being a chameleon. How are these guys talking about making moves, acquiring wealth, you know, setting up stocks, bonds, mutual funds, trust funds, T-bills, getting rental properties going? All they talk about is what they want to do. All they talk about is what they plan to do. They haven't even done it yet.
So would you say that they're projecting, or they're just trying to oversimplify the process?
I can't jump into their minds. I don't know what they're doing. You know, everybody has an expertise. Look, if we were having a discussion about building airplanes, I would keep my fucking mouth shut because I don't know nothing about that. But guess who does? True Blood does. He is an expert. And if he wants to talk about building airplanes, I'm going to shut up and I'm going to listen. I'm certainly not going to go on to anybody's channel and tell them how to build an airplane. Okay? If somebody wants to talk about the military and their experience and everything like that, you're talking, I certainly am not going to interject because you're an expert in that. You know, True Blood wants to talk about the Navy. I don't know anything about that. we have too many guys in our sphere that talk about everything like they are fucking experts in it. And that's something that really gets under my skin, I guess, probably for the past fucking 10 years.
Hey guys, real quick, I'm gonna hop off, man. I'm gonna go back to the gym.
Later, Tim.
Wait, what are you
later,
gonna
Tim.
do? Hey, what's your exercise? What are you gonna do?
Oh, I'm gonna do weighted pull-ups, man.
Heck yeah, man.
Oh damn! Hey, make sure you stay hydrated, bro.
Oh hell yeah, man! I just had my fucking hydration. I'm grabbing my protein shake. I'm gonna get some gains, man.
Hey, say hi to Mad Mike for me, Tim.
Hell yeah! Hey, peace
Well,
out, guys.
Peace
All right,
out, man.
peace.
Well, Rusty, this is why I say all the time, and this is why I said yesterday in the video, sometimes other MGTOW are more knowledgeable than other MGTOWs on various topics. They're more equipped to help these guys coming in than other MGTOWs. That's along the lines of what I mean when I say that, right? That's why I brought it out yesterday in the video. You have to know who is kind of the better equipped to talk about things than other people. You know what I mean?
See,
Yeah.
okay, when it comes to me, yeah, I'm fairly young per se when it comes to relationships and marriage, but the old saying goes, a wise man will learn from other people's mistakes. And if you've been to the military, and Brandon Trueblood can back me up on this, it is a gigantic red pill event when you join the military when it comes to relationships. It's definitely something that, listen, I literally saw a married woman literally putting her tongue down another soldier's neck. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, bitch, you are married, and why are you in this fucking barracks? Why are you even here? So, at least when it comes to relationships parts, I have a fairly amount of knowledge per se. I've never been married. So, the marriage part, married men that has to go through that nonsense with divorce and family courts, they know more than me when it comes to that. But when it comes to female promiscuity and female bullshit, I think I'm fairly proficient. I'm fairly knowledgeable on that subject.
I agree. And I understand the concept that you don't have to do crack or have a history of doing crack in order to understand that it's bad for you. Okay. And you can speak out against it without having, without having done it. Okay. What I'm talking about is a little bit more specific when, you're talking about intersexual dynamics. And yes, you are correct. You don't have to be, you didn't have to be married to speak on the subject. Okay. I was married for, 24 years, went through the divorce machine, so, I get that part, and I can easily have a conversation with the fella that is red pilled, who has never been married, and he still understands and gets the concepts of the marriage, scheme, the marriage fraud that's involved in Western civilization. However, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about giving out specific financial advice, things that are very specific, that if you don't know, if you haven't done it, you probably should not be giving out the advice on it.
I'm still fairly young when it comes to that stuff because I only open up a 401k and a Roth account, and open up an account when it comes to the military around 5 years ago. I forgot what it's called. Brandon, do you know what it's called? Shit. The savings account. Fuck. Give me 1 second.
Well, there's all kinds of savings accounts.
With the TPI for the military, for the federal?
I think it's TPI. Yes, I think that's what it's called. You know, I have a few accounts open, but I don't declare myself as an expert on that. I was just told that these were the best possible ways to save for the future.
Well, they are if you're going to leave them. If you don't touch them, you're going to get the power of compound interest working for you.
Yeah, I don't have a family either. So, like, I'm not saying that I won't have a family in the future, but it's highly unlikely unless I go overseas. But at the moment, let's say that I stay in the United States and I work for the next 20 to 30 years, I'll be set for life just from my accounts alone. Not even my income, just the accounts.
I understand that, Yedis, and I agree with you. All I was trying to convey, and like I said, I'm not trying to start any controversy or get into an argument with somebody, but wouldn't it be better if you're talking about wanting to start up an Airbnb or wanting to invest in a rental property or a duplex, that maybe you're talking to a guy that actually has done it and's been doing it for quite some time, as opposed to a guy that's just planning on doing it?
I'd much rather talk to somebody that has expertise on that. I agree. I'd much rather talk to a person that actually went through the process.
You know, how many times does the topic of an off-grid cabin out in the middle of nowhere come up on our platforms, and whole entire streams are devoted to talking about an off-grid cabin, but yet the people that are talking about it on the stream, they haven't even done it yet.
I did it.
I agree. I made a
True Blood did it.
I made a stream on that myself, right? And I said self-admittedly, hey, you know, I haven't got to that point yet, but based on what I've observed, based on what I researched, this is what I know based on the sources that I've seen. If the people want to see the sources, I will send you the sources. But this is the most basic knowledge. I do not know the details, but for a beginner per se, I give them the most basic advice when it comes to prepping per se. Just the most basic advice.
Basic advice is good. However, it does have the effect on all these young guys that are in your stream that are listening, that somehow you're an expert on it, you already have done it. Because I can promise you that when you actually do it, there is so much more that is involved in it. Now, I actually have an off-grid cabin. It's a safe house. I created it years ago. And do you know how frustrating it is for a person like me that actually has it, that has done it, gone through the process, developed the land over the years, put down your own well, set up the solar, got the batteries going, got the rain, collection. Yeah, it's really frustrating.
Well, I do not know. Only thing that I did was getting non-perishable items. And if the people want to deem me as an expert, that's on them. That's their prerogative, because I never proclaim myself as an expert.
Well, let's face it.
This is where I got the information from. This is where the videos I've watched. If you want to watch it, go for it. But in the most basic sense, right? Like, if you want to teach a elementary schooler to write cursive or do multiplication, I give them the most basic answer. Hey, at least have some type of water source or food. I know that's not like the only thing that you need, but for the commoners that don't know what the fuck they're doing, at least they know that, hey, maybe I should get some non-perishable items. But I
Well,
never
the only thing I would say to you, Yeetus, and once again, this is not an attack. Okay,
Yeah.
this is constructive criticism because you know that I am a big time supporter of you. Okay,
Right.
but between you, your channel, and Chronics, you two guys have got the biggest bulk of young, very influential and affected young men in your channels. Okay, more so than anybody else in the manosphere. Okay, and because of that, I would say that you have more of a fiduciary responsibility to make sure that you are, when you talk about a particular subject that's very specific, like investing, financial advice, off-grid living, that you do indeed have somebody that actually has done it and has achieved success.
Well, Rusty, you never told me you've done the shit. I would have invited you on my channel, bro. Easily. I would have invited you to join in and give all your knowledge. Like right there. Easily. Like, once again, I only gave the most basic knowledge. Like I never really said that, oh yeah, I am the Einstein of the survival prepper crazy shit, you know. Like, damn, I don't even know what the fuck I'm gonna do if I can't even preserve my non-perishable items. I have my weapons, you know. I guess I can hunt some deer or some rabbit, but after that, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, I'm keep it real. I'm like, I know how to make a fire, but I do struggle per se to make a shelter or all the minor stuff that'll make myself more comfortable. So if you want to add, like Rusty, I'm gonna keep it real. Like I'm gonna be sincere. If you really want to talk about this subject, I really do want you to join me on the channel, because
gladly
I'll be learning along with the chat when it comes to this type of situation, when it comes to prepping. I'll definitely learn.
Well, I got no problem with that use. It would be an honor and a privilege, sir.
But when it comes to the housing situation, when do we talk about that? Like, do you remember when me and Gray talked about the housing and investment and stuff? Or
yes, I do. He was talking about investing in houses. He was talking about the real estate market. He was talking about financials in general. And I had sent a few questions in the chat, and Gray has a temper. Gray has a temper. He
once again, Gray's not here to defend himself.
Okay, well, you just brought it up. I'm sorry, True Blood.
I'm saying you on my behalf. He's not wrong. Gray does have a temper. I have a temper too. That's what makes us work. Okay, like we definitely butt heads here and there when it comes to certain topics.
Yeah, and you can ask True Blood, and he'll vouch for me. I really don't get into the personal. I let it slide off of my back. My main focus is to try to get the correct information out to these young guys as much as possible. And I think True Blood would back me up on that.
Oh yeah, Rusty's a peaceful guy.
Oh,
he's one of
Rusty,
the,
he supported me hard fucking core when it comes to my channel. Like,
right.
There's nothing.
Rusty is one of the major patrons of the manosphere. So
yeah, like Rusty's no joke. Like, I have nothing against him per se, because he definitely believes in what we are trying to put out there, and I'm definitely gonna take a listen when he has any type of corrective criticism of, you know, what we put out there. So it's,
and listen, I got nothing against Gray. Okay, I like him. And you know, I hope that we could be good friends in the future. I've tried to reach out to him a few times, and you know, the usual. But anyways, that's all I had to say. You just, I hope that I didn't come across in the wrong way, or you know, sound like I'm like against anybody. I'm not. If you know, I'm not against anybody. You know, I'm friends with everybody.
Rusty, I've been in the military for 6 years. Believe me, you're good.
Well,
This is nothing to me.
Right. You know, this is Rusty's lawn, and he's the old man with the shotgun saying, "Get off my lawn!" So,
Get off my lawn, you son of a bitch.
so
But in all seriousness, Rusty, it's all good to me. Believe me. I don't know if you've been in the military service, but if you've been in there, I guarantee you, Brandon will agree with me and say that this is fucking lightweight. This is nothing. This is a very nice, generous conversation compared to what we had to deal with.
I understand that, Edis, and I respect the military and the diligence that goes into it. I myself have never personally served, except for in government facilities where I was forced to serve for a certain amount of time when I was 20 years old.
well, then you wore the same uniform we wear in the Navy.
Whoa.
That's correct, True Blood.
Were
Navy
you a
dungarees
government
are also
contractor or
prison
what?
uniforms.
Wait, were you a government contractor or what? Or
No, he was in prison.
oh shit! All right, okay, yeah, all right. I went too far. Never mind.
No, you're fine. But that's what
I didn't know
we were
that.
talking about. That's where we were talking about the Navy dungarees. The Navy dungarees and the prison uniforms are the very same thing, except one has numbers and the other has your name.
That's correct. And one of my main focuses is that I want to try to save as many young men as I possibly can so that they don't fuck up and do the same stupid mistakes that I did.
Well then, Rusty, once again, shit, we can do it today if you have time today. If not, we can do it sometime later on this week. We can definitely have some knowledge from you when it comes to various life experiences. Because once again, I'm only in my late, like I'm very close to 30, right? And according to society, I'm still a youngin.
You're a baby, just a little baby.
So
Hey, Yedis, back in the 60s, they used to say, don't trust anybody over 30. Today,
Abby Hoffman, a known socialist.
yep, today, I would say, don't trust anybody under 30.
whoa. What's up with the switcheroo?
Times changed, bro.
Uno reverse card, like, god damn. Okay, all right. I guess that.
Well, think about it. Most of the Manosphere content is focused on women that are under the age of 30.
True.
Yeah. And people like me and True Blood that are in our 50s, you know, it's kind of like,
Sonny.
yeah, it's kind of like we got 1 foot in the boomer age. And so, you know, not only do we have the negatives that are associated with that, but we also have the positives. And I hate to break the news to you, but the boomers are not responsible for fucking everything.
The boomers fucked everything over financially, in my opinion.
Yeah, I know you and Gray hold that opinion. Now, SCE and Real Talk got a hold of Gray and had a private conversation with him about that.
You know, he talked to me as well. But I definitely held my own, and cesspool, like I don't know, maybe because the way that the Grey Ghost delivered his opinions, because I'm gonna keep it real, the Grey Ghost was very aggressive with what he had to say. Let's keep it real. He was very aggressive and say like boomer this, boomer that, and you know, even though he wasn't wrong per se, he was definitely, it seems like he was on a vendetta.
Yes, that's correct. I would agree with that statement, and I forgive him for that. Let me tell you something. I'm Gen X. And if it was not for my boomer parents who were married 60 years, I would not be in the position that I am today. God bless my boomer parents. That's all I got to say.
So what about the millennial parents?
Well, the millennial parents, that would be me. And I got two girls and 4 grandchildren now. And they're messed up. And it's through no fault of our own. We did the best we could. But you know who had the most influence? Their friends and social media.
Would you say the biggest influence is the parents?
No, not in the millennial age. The biggest influence was social media and their friends at school.
I'd say that before 5 years old, the biggest influence is the parents. After 5 years old, those influences go external and the parents are drowned out.
I agree with True Blood.
When it comes to that type of situation, then, right?
That's
Is
going
it?
back, can I bring up a point going back to financials? I think that you know, the boomers, they grabbed their bag. They had a chance to grab a big bag, so they grabbed it. Anybody do the same thing, but if you're going to just blame them, you're being short-sighted. The things that are bad that we see in society started way before the boomers. They just sort of fucking accelerated a lot of it.
But and today, in 2023, it is reaching its tipping point. And
oh yeah,
when it comes to millennials, young millennials / Gen Z, we have to deal with this situation right now.
You're not the only ones that have had to follow the boomers. Trust me.
Well, I'm talking about when it comes to dating or
you're wanting a piece of
all that stuff.
You know, the boomers fucked up. They did. They fucked up. They didn't start it.
Fuck the boomers. The boomers fucked up financially. That's the biggest thing that we hold them against. But
no. They fucked up financially. They fucked up socially. They fucked up all kinds of shit.
Financially is the biggest thing that we're holding them accountable for.
I don't know, man. The fucking boomer feminists were awful. Just fucking
I agree with True Blood.
Pieces of shit.
Boomer feminists?
Boomer feminists were awful. Fucking, we're talking about
modern feminists wasn't even around until. Well, actually, no. I think the boomers were the modern feminists. Okay, never mind.
Listen, 1964, when the pill came out, for the first time in 10,000 years, we lost our ability to control a woman's biology. And she got in control of it. And in 1964, that's when everything fucking changed.
Well, so am I a bad guy for, hypothetically, I punish my grown-ass children for doing stupid shit in their adulthood, aka disowning them?
No.
See, that's what majority of people In my life, they say, like, "Oh, what are you gonna disown your kid? What do you mean you're gonna disown them? What do you mean you know do your kid?" I give two fucks. Just because they're adults doesn't mean they don't face consequences. Like I don't know.
Right.
Maybe. Oh, what's up?
I'm agreeing with you.
Oh, like they how dare you? How dare you trying to coddle these fucking grown ass fucking men and women on not facing the consequences of their own actions? Like, especially when you send your kids. I'm telling you right now, hypothetically, if I have children, they're not going to college, at least not in the United States. And like there'll be some type of exception if they go into college at all. I'm talking about daughters. There will be a huge ass exception because I've been to college myself. I'm telling you right now, gentlemen, it is literally a red light district on steroids in college.
I agree. And you want to talk about being fucking based, Yidis? When my daughters came of age, I chose both of their husbands, had one wedding to save fucking money, and married them off to two guys that I checked the box off on. You know, they didn't go to college. They didn't do none of that shit. You know, I raised them the right way. And, you know, they are there to serve their husbands and have babies and to produce me grandchildren. And I told them that's their purpose. And they're like, okay. And I got 4 grandkids to this day. And I enjoyed the hell out of them.
Exactly. And I'm not saying that they can't have some type of job or career, but in my opinion, you can do that later. Like in my opinion, if a woman gets married early on, right? Like between the age of 18 to 24, let's say around that age, by the time the kids are 15 or 16 where they can pretty much take care of themselves, okay, if you want to work at this certain job, go for it. But I want motherfucking kids that are raised right.
Yeah, I had my daughters married at 19.
And I'm sure the men that you advocated for were good men because you vetted them.
Yes, they were good men, and they're still married to this day. And no problems. Because my daughters did not lose their Velcro
You mean virginity?
ability. Yeah, their Velcro ability to bond with a man.
Exactly. I completely agree. But see, that's where okay. Okay, I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna keep it real. The Gen Xers and the older millennials, that's where they don't fucking comprehend, right? Because they never had to deal with the dating situation when it comes to social media. They never had to deal with that type of bullshit, right? They met their wives or the girlfriends or whatever in a secluded area where women, they didn't really have that many options at all. But as soon as social media was implemented, like MySpace, right? MySpace was the first big social media platform. I remember because Tom was my friend. I remember. As soon as that happened, Facebook, Instagram, all these other dating apps, etc. Now women have access to men all around the world. So now they're looking at you as the peasant because you're not making as much as fucking the person in Dubai.
Well, that's true. And I saw that happen in about 2012 is when it really started changing. When all of the social media networks started coming online, everything from Tinder to Plenty of Fish to Binge to Facebook, everything. Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, chat. That's the reason why I don't really bring any type of dating problems or issues to the parents, because they can't even fucking comprehend on what the fuck is going on right now in 2023.
Yeah,
Please.
the situation developed, and I saw it happen in real time, that the average woman no longer desired the average man.
Nope, even the below average woman. Right? So when the parents are like, oh, why aren't you dating? Why aren't you getting married? Why aren't you got any grandbabies? Look what the fuck is going on out there. Look what's going on out there. They're fucking taxing men for having a bad date, according to them. If they feel that they had a bad date, they're out here trying to tax men. Tax. They never
I just want
this shit before.
Yeah, I agree. I just wanted to give a shout out to Mr. Pliskin. I see him in the chat, and Frost and Darkblade. And Frost asked the question, has anybody seen MGTOW Forever since he whipped out his blah, 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 blah?
You mean Mr. Piddles?
Yeah. My
Mr.
answer to you,
Piddles.
my answer to you, Mr. Frost, is no. Nobody has seen him. So apparently he has realized what he did live.
Why are you whipping out your thing on social? Fucking dumbass. You stupid.
Yeah, you didn't know about that, Yeetus?
I did not know.
Yeah, the guy in the middle, well, at the end of Kush's stream, decided to take a pee-pee.
Like, are you stupid or are you dumb?
That's why we call him Mr. Piddles.
Yeah.
This is what makes the red pill ideology and the MGTOW ideology look bad. Because these motherfuckers right here. Right? One of many. And no, you guys can name a few amount of names that makes us look bad. They're only here for attention. They don't get no bitches. They don't go out there and touch grass. They don't even go out there and fucking work a job. They just stream 3 to 4 times a fucking day, begging for some shills, right? I only shill like once or twice in my streams. They're shilling every fucking 5 fucking minutes. And my money is going towards my content. Their money, I guarantee you, is so that they can keep their lights on. Look at my content, chat. I haven't fucking streamed in 2 weeks except yesterday. Not yesterday, day before. I don't need this shit. This is passionate for me. I'm doing this for you guys. I don't need this shit. I don't need it. But I'm one of the few channels that are willing to speak out against the gynocentric bullshit that's happened to men today. Believe me, I'm fine without a YouTube channel. I could delete my fucking YouTube channel today and I'll be fucking A-okay. But no. What's happening in society today, I can't allow that to happen. Too many gullible simps, too many fucking naive men out there believing that the American dream, the golden marriage with a white picket fence and a dog and a big old house that is possible today. And you believe that nothing's going to happen to you in 2023? Are you stupid or are you dumb? And I guarantee you, Rusty and Brand Trueblood can back up my claims.
I tell you
I'm
this
very
right
good at
now,
backing
Yeetus. You're 100% correct. These guys today, the marketplace that they have to choose from is fucking horrible. These are nothing but a bunch of fat, Western, purple-haired, green-haired, red-haired, look like they fell into my open tackle box on the back of my damn ship. It's ridiculous, man. These guys got nothing to choose from. They're all in danger. And see, this is why it's so very important to me to try to get this information out. You know, this is why your channel and Chronic's channel and True Blood and Gone with John, Kush, Frost, whoever, James Von Maxwell, you know, these are very important times. These guys have got to be warned ahead of time what's about to happen.
I completely agree because
we have a new member in the panel.
Oh,
Yeah, RP Doomer.
I've never met you before, but welcome.
I was on your stream a couple of weeks ago, basically.
what's going on, RP Doomer?
Yeah, I had my dad trying to set my ass up with this girl with this fucking nose ring in her fucking
He's trying
nose.
to set you up with a girl?
With a girl with a nose ring. It's some fucking children and shit like that.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
I
fuck
never
that.
had my dad do that shit to me. That's just fucking weird in my opinion. Like, I understand if it was my mom, but my dad, nah, like, get the fuck out of here, nigga.
My dad's been fucking up. He got like 2 girls basically.
So he's hoping for some grandbabies?
No, he's dating like 2 single mothers right now.
Oh, damn. Oh, shit.
Hey, RP Doomer.
Yeah,
I checked out your channel, bro.
yeah.
Yeah, you got some videos about Sneeko on there.
Yeah, I like Snickles. He's
Man.
helping the message about Christianity and self-improvement, basically.
Yo, Sneeko pissed me the fuck off. I was a fan per se in the beginning, but right now he's being a fucking idiot. He's being
Yeah,
dumb as
so
fuck.
RP Doomer, I don't know if you saw it, but I had asked you a question in the chat about your Sneeko video.
Yeah. You was asking me a question. Yeah, I was doing a Zoom call real quick.
I don't know
So,
if
what's the
Sneeko's a
question
nigga,
about?
but he's a dumbass nigga. I'm gonna keep it real with you right now. He's a stupid ass fuck right now that is just lashing out for some attention and shit, and fucking saying that, oh, he's canceling me, this and that. Everybody's canceling me. It's the Matrix. Nah, you don't know how to keep your fucking mouth shut, nigga.
Yeah, I really
RP
don't agree with him getting canceled on YouTube and stuff. Like, you should be able to say what the hell you want on YouTube, basically.
But
yeah, well,
he
RP
has
Doomer, if you come on True Blood's channel, you got to understand that his mods, which is one of me, are going to check you out.
Ow.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody can have a say here. You know, just be
But I'm gonna
respectful
keep
of
it
each
real.
other.
You can have a
And
you can have,
I gotta point out that Sneeko is not here to defend himself.
fuck Sneeko. Fuck that nigga. I'm telling you right now, you can have a freedom of speech, but it doesn't mean that you are free
But
from
just-
fucking being criticized.
You know, just criticize the shit that he does wrong, not the man. You know, if he's got a fucking point of view,
He's
which
picking on a dude that's 5'6".
You know,
Well,
I know I don't
look,
agree with Sneeko about most of the stuff, but like if you're fucking doing
Yeah, I
body
don't agree with his past life and shit
modification
like that.
to get fucking women, you're an idiot. You know,
I'm sorry.
well,
you're a
If you-
fucking
if
idiot.
you're
If you're
six-
fucking
If you're 6'1" and you picking on a dude that's 5'6", you a bitch.
let
You're
me
a
just say, True.
That's
Let me
true.
just say, True Blood, that I agree with you wholeheartedly, and I follow your policies on your channel because you're the boss, and the way that you want things is the way that you want things, and that's the way it's going to be. Same thing for Yita's channel. You know, I'm a mod on Yita's channel. Whatever Yita says, that's the rule because he's the boss.
Right.
But let me also say that I also throw in with what Yita said.
Well, you know, that's great, but you know, just to
I'm
keep
not big
things
enough,
fair,
but if
we
Sneeko
don't
wants to fight,
go after.
I'll fight his ass.
If Sneeko wants to fight, you can fight him in person.
Yeah,
I bet
I'm
you
gonna
can
give him.
take him.
I'm gonna give him them body shots.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you right
I
now.
don't understand why
anyways,
Sneeko didn't
we-
set up like a
one
boxing
of-
match
one
and
of-
shit.
Okay.
One-
Let me before you continue.
One of the rules of the channel is we don't attack guys that aren't here. That's just one of the rules. And look,
Okay,
the only
but-
exception to that is Riggs. You can say anything you want about Riggs.
Bubba, keep it real right now. The fact that he defended cuties, that's pretty much which I've been saying for the last couple years or year. I don't know when Cuties was released. That is a disgusting film that Sneeko defended. That in itself makes you a bitch, in my opinion. And I'm saying it nicely. I am saying the most nicely thing as possible because of YouTube.
Yeah, I don't support anybody that supports pedophiles or pedophile fucking art.
Be right back. I'll be right back.
All right. So you know, I didn't mean to fucking kill the stream, but you know, we gotta have our morals, ethics, values, and principles, and one of those
Oh,
is
no.
not fucking attacking
You're-
people when they're not here.
You're right, True Blood.
So
And yeah, and those of us that are mods on your stream, we agree with you, and you know, follow your rules and your lead. I wasn't trying to attack RP Doomer, and I just want to let RP Doomer know that he's welcome here. True Blood's channel is a free speech channel. That doesn't mean, I mean, that goes both ways, you know. So if you got a video on your channel that's, you know, putting up a certain person that I will not name at this point, it's fair game
just
for
attack
us
the
to ask you
ideas.
about it.
Just attack the ideas. You don't have
Yeah,
to, you know.
we're attacking the ideas. We're not attacking you. And I hope that you don't think that it's personal. It's not personal.
Nah, I ain't personal. Yeah, it's some good criticism, basically. Help me move forward.
Well,
with my
to me,
channel
it's
and
like
stuff.
it's not talking shit when you're speaking facts. It's not talking shit when he actually did it. Like, what the fuck? There is no, oh, you gossiping behind his back, blah blah blah. No, I am saying the things that Sneeko said himself. How is that talking shit? How is that, you know, trying to start drama? No, he said it.
Yeah, he
So,
said it. And I'm of a similar opinion you are, Yeet, but still, the guy's not here to defend himself.
He ain't gonna come here anyway, because I guarantee you, I will fucking.
I guarantee you, he isn't gonna come here. I don't have enough subscribers.
Hypothetically, if he decided to join, I guarantee you right now, I would challenge him to a fight in a heartbeat, since he wants to fight so bad, motherfuckers that are like a foot shorter than him.
I think Edis could take him.
Oh yeah, like
I think
hey, does Sneeko have 6 years of military experience? I doubt it. Does Sneeko has 10 years of boxing experience? I doubt it. And he's wearing these girly clothes for I I don't know, these modeling companies and shit. I will fuck that nigga up.
What? When he was doing that?
There's pictures of him doing pictures with Vogue wearing feminine clothing.
Hey,
Well, no, I
RP
understand
Doomer.
Chico because I was watching like Nick Fuentes or something like that, Kanye and stuff. They said, "Oh, go to Sneeko because he's supporting Christianity and stuff like that, supporting a good message."
It's a grift, bro. It's a grift. Especially him trying to proclaim that he's Islam. Yeah, he has nothing. He knows no fucking idea what the Quran is. Right? I ain't talking about he has to be an expert. He doesn't even know the basic principles of what it means to be a Muslim.
RP Doomer, the only thing I would say to you, sir, is that I would seriously review your association with Sneeko and come to your own conclusions, and whatever conclusions that you come to, we'll respect. But I seriously would suggest that you go back and you look at some things that he has said, he has done, and he has supported.
Yeah, because I did call him out on that cooking stuff. Basically, I'm like, I don't support that, but I support him moving forward with his life and becoming better. Like,
I'm going to keep it real. I have more respect for Andrew Tate than fucking Sneeko. Because at least Andrew Tate ain't fucking running around, hide around being a bitch and shit, and backing out of fights and backing out of or backtracking on what he said, blah, blah, blah. He says what he means and he means what he says. Sneeko is not the... that's why his Sneeko's career is down spiraling. Sneeko's career is going to be no longer very soon.
Yeah, I agree with Sir Edis.
Even though Andrew Tate is, you know, a potential human trafficker, yeah, I recognize that. But at least he doesn't cower around and take others' ideas and try to make it my identity so I can pander in order to make money and get clout. Sneeko, I guarantee you, Sneeko does not have his original ideas for himself whatsoever. He always changes up in order to make sure that he's able to stay relevant. He doesn't have his original ideas ever. Why do you think Andrew Tate just decided to not associate with Sneeko anymore? Because even he knew himself that Sneeko, he's a loose cannon.
But
yeah,
anyways,
I think
I'm
that's
sorry.
what Sneeko
Go ahead.
is basically. Yeah, because he's a bit of loose cannon like that. That's what I like about Sneeko. Like, that's my personality too. Because when you're in this world, like, people ain't telling the truth and stuff like that. Like, if you're just gonna say something, you might as well just fucking say it, basically.
Yeah, but
I'm not. Oh, okay. Go ahead, Rusty.
yeah, I was going to say that RP Doomer, you should know that actually moderators do their job, and some of us take it very, very, very seriously. Like when I'm on Sir Yedis' stream, I see somebody that comes in there I don't know. I go and I check them out. And so I saw you come into True Blood stream, and that's the first thing I did is I checked you out. I went to your channel. I looked at some of your videos. I looked at what you were about and everything. And anyways, I'm not trying to criticize you in a detrimental way, but having a pro Sneeko video on your channel in a manosphere, that's not a cool thing right now.
Well, Doomer.
Yeah.
I'm not coming after you, bro. Okay, I'm just
I know you ain't coming to you criticizing. I got you.
Okay, because I'm very pissed off with what Sneeko is doing. Sneeko had the world in his fucking hands a year ago. He could definitely went to the next level. Sneeko could definitely would have went to the next level, right? And I've seen some of his content, and I'm like, okay, yeah, he seemed legit. Or he's talking some good shit. But for some reason, after he got associated with Andrew Tate, he thought that he was larger than life. He thought that he can't be wrong. He thought that, everybody else is the Matrix and he is the one that's the all-knowing. He can never be wrong. So my anger is directed to Sneeko, not you. It's Sneeko.
Hey, Yeetus, could I interrupt for just a second?
Yeah.
True Blood, you got MGTOW Forever in your chat.
Mr. Piddles is here.
Yes,
Awesome.
he is.
Welcome to the stream, Mr. Piddles.
And he apparently is saying that he did not know what happened. And I believe him.
Well, let's let him on the panel.
Okay.
I'm
Call
dropping
in.
a link.
Yeah,
I'm dropping a link right now.
Call in forever.
Hey, Doomer, you can definitely do whatever you please. You can definitely, speak your mind. I'm not saying you can't speak your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
my anger is more pointed to that Sneeko motherfucker because he fucked up. He shot himself in the foot with a fucking nuke.
Yeah, I think he's been doing a little bit too much, basically. I think a little bit. Pointing the gun at what was his name? More critical, some shit like that. That ain't cool, basically.
Yeah, Moist Critical. Yeah. I've seen that.
Yeah, but you see Moist Critical. He's basically cut. He's playing with dildos on his fucking videos and shit like that too.
But Moist Critical is a Florida man. He won't hesitate to put hella rounds to Sneeko if you try to do something stupid.
Hey, MGTOW Forever. I dropped a link. Hop on, please.
Did you know that Moist Critical was from Florida? Doomer?
Yeah.
He's from Florida. In Florida, the gun laws are not restricted whatsoever. So I guarantee you, he'll put holes into Sneeko if it gets to that point.
All right. I'd like to welcome to the stream MGTOW Forever, otherwise known as Mr. Piddles. Welcome, sir.
Hey. So, what do you guys want to know?
Well, it's your chance to tell your story, and you really should be on Cush's stream telling him you're sorry. But you're welcome. You're welcome here at any time.
Wait, what did I miss?
You missed that. I'll let Mr. MGTOW Forever tell you.
Oh.
All right. Well, I'm taking a break off all social media and including alcohol for the last week. So that's why nobody's heard of me. But that was one of the first things I was going to do. I don't have his email. Otherwise, I would have already emailed him. But next time he went live, I was going to apologize. Or if he was going to go live anytime soon, I was going to make an apology video for him. But basically, for me, it was a long story short. I mean, I was on his stream, everything was going good for like half hour, 45 minutes, and I was already drinking for hours before that. I was watching everybody else's streams. And I blacked out at some point, and I didn't know until the morning, until I was told like what I did. And I mean, I've done much worse than that before when I black out. But I don't like getting blacked out. That's why I had a ton of back. I mean, it happens every once in a while. Every few years, I'll just get stupid. And
what'd you say?
when I black out, it doesn't get good.
What'd you say?
But it's not what he said.
Is what he did?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have like a guest house, so I have my own bathroom, but it's not in the guest house. So when I get super drunk, I don't like to go out there because I eat shit because it's like some gravel. not easy shit.
Hey,
to watch
Forever.
here, shit face, so
Hey, Forever.
yeah, I guess I took my like I don't know how much I should.
Hey, Forever.
Hey, Forever.
Rusty wants
I
to tell you
was
something.
there. I was there, and I watched. Okay. Now, you either did one of two things. You either thought that you hit the cam button and blocked yourself out, or you thought that you got out of the camera's view. And that's my opinion. However, what happened, happened. And, sir, you need to apologize to Kush personally for what happened.
Well, yeah, plan on to it. I was gonna say his next live, or if I got his email, send it to somebody's email. I was gonna do either or.
Did you say some crazy shit when you?
What everybody's getting, they start pussyfooting around it, and I hate it when people use fucking weasel words and don't address the topic. What Forever did is he took a fucking piss on stream, and everybody got to see his ding dong.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
While I was blacked out drunk.
Oh shit.
That's why I call him Mr. Piddles.
That's long story short.
Okay, that makes sense.
He was drunk. Okay, I get it, but you can't be showing your dick.
Oh,
yeah. So, and if you want to get sober, I can help you get sober. I've been a fucking alcoholic. I quit fucking drinking in 1994. I still have a beer every once in a while, but that's what you need. You need to stop drinking.
What you gotta do?
I'm on day 7. I'm on day 7.
Hey, you got to eat more food, bro.
No, I didn't.
Hey, Forever. Forever. What you did is understandable because the majority of us understand that you did not do it on purpose. Okay. However, it happened, and you need to apologize to Kush personally.
Oh, yeah. This was the first day I've been on YouTube. I literally hopped on like 15, 20 minutes ago, and I've been in the chat. This was the first
Do you
day
have
I
his
hopped on
Discord? Do you have his email?
No, I only have a few people on Discord, but not any groups he's in. Unless there's one. Even though I'm in groups, I'm barely even on there. So I'll check it.
Hey,
One group
Forever, do you have a pen right now?
No, I have my notes in my phone. No,
do you have something to write with?
I could put a note on my phone.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let me give you my telephone number because I have Kush's direct number.
Rusty, put it in the chat backstage.
How do I do that?
All right, you hit the, you see where it says more?
Got it.
All right, you hit the more button, and you'll see the chat.
Comments?
And then go to the private chat, not the comments.
Okay, hold on. I see comments. Stream this to your audience settings and cancel.
Go to comments.
Go to comments.
All right.
All right.
And there'll be two options: private chat and comments.
I don't see it.
Chat. Okay. Well, do you have someplace, or does it come up with the writing screen, the pop-up that looks like a text message?
No. I'm on my phone.
Oh, I'm on my phone too. But anyway.
Yeah. A True Blood. I'm not worried.
Post comment.
I don't.
Post comment.
Nope. I don't see that.
Oh.
And you know I'm not concerned about being doxxed.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
damn.
Forever. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. 228 341 6998.
All right. Got it.
Are you sure?
Yeah. 228-341-6998.
Correct. Text me and I will put you in touch with Kush.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Hey, Russell, you're bold as fuck. You're bold
Well,
as
you know, Yeetus, when you're your own boss, you don't give a shit about being doxxed.
I'll get there eventually. I'm not at that age yet. give me around 10 more years. Then I won't give a fuck either. I'm like, is he giving his own phone number on? Like, what the fuck?
Everybody's got my fucking phone number, Yeetus, except for you.
Whoa, why didn't you tell me?
Well, you got it now.
Nope. That's no excuse.
All you got to do is re-listen to the stream, and you can hear it anytime
Nope,
you want.
that's no excuse. What about beforehand? See, I'm the outlier. I'm the black sheep of the manosphere.
You're the green hair.
Well, I'll tell you this much, Sir Yeetus. True Blood is your biggest fan. He shields your channel everywhere.
Yeah, what happened to Brand Trueblood spamming my fucking comment section with your goddamn ridiculous shilling with the most, like, I don't know how you come up with these things, but I'm like, okay, Brandon Trueblood, you need to relax with the shilling because he says the most ridiculous shit.
But it people donate when I do that shit. You know, Yeet, the thing is I've gotten, this job sort of makes me tired. And
That is true.
when I get off work, I'm good for about 2 hours, and then I'm going to go to sleep. And a lot of that times, you know, if you're not on, I just like, time to sleep.
Hey, True Blood, while I'm thinking about it, totally off topic. When you get a chance, call me. There's a problem with our common friend.
Okay. I talked to him yesterday, and he was wanting to get a 4-bedroom house.
Yeah, I know. Just call me.
Okay. Will do.
Well, are you guys going to join my stream today?
What time is
when
it?
are you? Yeah, when?
Yeah.
Do you guys leave on the East Coast or?
Well, just give it to us in your time, and we can translate it. I think everybody knows what the difference in time zones are.
Well, it should be 8:30 Eastern time.
8:30 Eastern, 7:30
Yes.
Central, 6:30
Yes.
Mountain,
Yes.
5:30 Pacific.
Yes. You know your time very well, better than me, because I would not go that far.
Freaking True Blood knows his shit, man.
I can
I'm too
subtract
young to
one
worry
over and over again.
What do you guys think about the stream yesterday? If you guys haven't seen it yet,
I haven't seen it, Edis. I was a little bit preoccupied. I apologize.
No, it's all good. My stream yesterday was a bit more serious than usual. A day above dirt. I took that idea from Hammerhand because I love the phrase that he says every day above dirt is a good day or a blessed day for a man. Because a few days ago I had a not homeboy. I had somebody text me that a homeboy of mine ended his life because his wife left with the kids, and he had no idea who they where they were, and she was in the process of trying to divorce him, and his whole identity, in my opinion, is revolved around the marriage. So since the marriage was falling apart, he didn't know what the fuck to do at that point. So he decided to yeet himself.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Mm.
Yeah, I saw his body. It definitely wasn't a good.
What?
Yeah, I saw it. It wasn't in a good situation. See, that's the difference between men and women. Women, they want to feint committing the yeeting for attention. If men wants to yeet themselves, they make sure the job gets done.
Yeah, that's why it's 3-1.
Exactly, and I'm sure Brandon Trueblood knows himself, because I also know military personnel that committed yeeting as well.
Yeet. I've been out since '96, and 30% of the 30% of the guys that I served with have yeeted themselves. 30%.
Is it exactly? And
it's horrible.
I had a lot of people tell me, hey, why are you making a big deal about this? Why aren't you being all dramatic and blah, blah, blah? I'm like, at this point, I'm used to death. I'm used to it. Like, I may seem nonchalant or I may seem kind of cold-blooded, but at this point, I'm very numb to death. I may grieve in my own way in the future, but at the moment, death is death. I can't control it. And I'm glad that people in the chat yesterday was like, okay, I understand where you're coming from, Yi. I understand what you're saying. Because not too many people will experience death on a consistent basis.
That's correct. You're right. Hey, True Blood, could I address something in the chats real quick?
Yeah, and then I got something to say about Every Day Above Dirt's a Great Day.
Okay, great.
About its origins, but that's just a little bit of history.
I would like to address my fellow brother, Mr. Pliskin. Mr. Pliskin, I am going to talk to Kush personally, and I am going to talk to Gone with John personally, and I'm going to tell both of them that they need to block that freaking creature, that transsexual creature named Mandy. And I'm going to ask him to do it, and hopefully everything will turn out okay.
Oh God! So Mandy probably saw my thing.
Well, Mandy ain't allowed in here.
Yeah, we cannot have a transsexual creature that is part of our manosphere or part of our chats, because it diametrically goes opposed to everything that we stand for. And I think she needs to go.
Yeah,
and or she
or he.
Well,
Yeah,
he
at this
can
point
still
in time.
watch. He can still watch, even though he can't comment on your video.
Hey, you got real talk in here now.
Oh God, it's about to get real.
Yep.
But Brand Trueblood, what do you have to say about Every Day Above Dirt?
Every Day Above Dirt's a Great Day is not a Hammerhand original. That is a quote from Chesty Puller. If you guys don't know who Chesty Puller is, I suggest you look up Chesty Puller quotes. He's the fucking most badass Marine ever to fucking walk the face of the earth.
Hoorah!
Was he a World War II veteran or
Oh yeah, World War One and World War Two.
both? Damn. That's holy shit, bro.
And he was in Korea. So Chesty Puller is most famous for saying, "Surrounded. It's a target-rich environment."
God damn, bro.
You know, he went down to Panama when he was fucking general, and he saw the fucking Marine color guard, and he said, "Take me to the prison. I want to see the real Marines."
Hey, you got the poopy butthole in here, and you also got K-Plan, True Blood.
Yep. Welcome one and all.
Oh shit, you got Frank.
Yeah, or Francis. 1-800-DUMB, I believe.
Yep, you got Frank up in here. Hey, brother.
Who's Frank?
Hey, Rusty. How are you, brother?
Oh shit, it's Frank. He's on the panel.
Who the fuck is Frank?
1800 dumb. 1800 dumb.
It doesn't matter. Oh, jeez. What are we talking
Francis
about, guys?
It doesn't matter.
Is
Who
either
are you? Did I talk to you before?
Francis is either a bird or a fruit. We haven't quite decided.
Are you kidding? Frank is like the oldest OG in all the manosphere.
No, I'm not Rusty. You guys
Oh,
are
really?
bigger
Hey,
than me.
when did you join the manosphere? When did you start watching the Red Pill content?
About 09.
09?
About that, yeah. Barbarossa and Pop.
Isn't that MRA at that point?
Yeah, it was MRA then.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
you're OG.
Barbara
Okay.
and Stardust, yeah. Barbara and
yeah,
Stardust.
Sir Yeetus. We all were. We all used to be MRA.
Yeah.
When we started this shit out, way back when, we all were MRA.
Not me.
What was you, Brendan?
You probably
No,
were. You just didn't associate.
No, I never
People
thought
that-
fucking I never thought you could change the laws. I looked at demographics and I knew that was going to be a fucking failure from the beginning.
But what I'm saying is, people that has the red pill philosophy or the man going your own way philosophy, even though you don't associate with that philosophy, doesn't mean that you don't agree with it. So you don't even have to even know about MGTOW or red pill. You're probably that without even knowing it.
Well, the MRAs, the big thing the MRAs wanted to do was change the laws, and I love Paul Elam to death. He was one of the first guys I started watching. But there's no way, there's absolutely no way that will ever happen, because there's just too many fucking women that vote.
I agree with True Blood. Yeetus, you have to understand something. When we started this years and years and years ago, we started out as MRAs with Paul Elam, okay? And
I was in middle school.
I know. We failed.
Okay.
We failed. And because we failed, that was the birth of MGTOW.
MGTOW forever. I mean,
The
forever.
first channel I watched was Sandman in 2014. That's the first channel I watched ever when it comes to anything associated with Red Pill MGTOW.
We remember when Sandman and TFN came out. I remember their first videos.
Hell, I remember when it was Spetsnitz and Barbarossa and Chris Cantu and Howard Dare and you know, the crazy thing is that some of the same things with attacks against brothers that's happening now is the same thing that happened back then. And that's when I left. You know, I couldn't take it anymore.
Hold on, let me look, because I'm sure Howard Dare is still around.
He's
I'm
come
sure
back.
Yeah.
He's come back.
Yeah, I talk with Howard on a regular basis.
Yeah.
And he's got a very, shall we say, it's a troubled past. Okay, that's the best way to say it. And I know True Blood, and I have talked about this personally. And Howard he's trying to get right.
Yeah.
And I will never abandon a brother in need.
Yeah.
See, here's my thing, and this is okay. This is why I am a fucking Karen for the quote unquote manosphere. Howard Dare and Undead Chronic, Hammerhand, TFM, Ribby the Party Frog, and all that stuff. We could never break that mold without being fucking shut down by YouTube, right? But the channels that originally want to flaunt Red Pill and MGTOW, as soon as they remove that type of stigma from the channel, their channel fucking explodes. And the channel that becomes popular with 500K subs decides to talk shit about the very same philosophy that they supported in the first place.
Well,
Right?
better
That's just the men. I'm saying that's just the men. The women, they regurgitate our fucking talking points to a T, right? So they, and it's not even anything important. They just want to talk about, women, they like to date guys that are taller. Oh, no, women like to date men that has more money, blah, blah, blah. Bam. 1.5 million subscribers. 1.5 million subscribers. Yet we have people like the OGs like Sandman, TFM, etc. They got canceled to fucking oblivion because they're a man. But when a woman says the same thing, they get millions of subs. And then
That's
they act
correct.
all dumb and confused on why
Controlled
men...
opposition. Controlled opposition is all that is.
I agree, but they act all dumb and confused on why men are deciding to go more and more to the men going your own way philosophy. Like, are you out of your fucking mind?
Another thing I noticed is that the women they just bring up the problem in general, but on TFM, he'll break it down. He'll talk about the problem and he will break the problem down bit by bit and give solutions. And I think that's the part that they don't like. They don't mind you talking about it, but when you start talking about the problems, breaking them down and figuring them out, they don't like that. Which women don't. Women never like to. They just want to talk about the problems and not fix them.
Well, accountability and responsibility are a woman's kryptonite. You can't expect them to fucking be able to live and have a cogent point of view on male fucking issues because they got pussies. They don't have dicks. They have never fucking had to live their life as a second-class citizen. They're the most entitled generation of people that have ever lived, with all the benefits that has to be in the richest society that has ever existed. And you want to fucking bring a woman in to fucking speak for you? You want to fucking listen to some fucking bitch that doesn't know how to fucking do your job, doesn't even know how to change a tire on a car, and you're fucking expected to listen to her to tell you what a real man is? You're a fucking idiot if you're that way.
Facts.
I agree with 100% of what True Blood just said. That is all true. Okay. but there's another side to it as well, as most things in life are.
How so?
You see, if a woman's kryptonite is accountability, and we all agree on that, a man's kryptonite is his fucking ego. And we see that played out over and over and over again in our manosphere channels. One fucking man attacking another man out of fucking ego. And this fucking ego has got to be let go. You see, true freedom is never achieved until the ego is in check.
So would you say ego or sipping?
Ego. Simping is an entirely different phenomenon. Ego is a man's accountability. Okay? Just like, it's the kryptonite for a man. It's ego.
But
and
men
we
are
need to
always-
let that go.
I'd have to
men
say
are
that
always-
ego is not just limited to men.
Well, what I'm saying is men are always held accountable whether they like it or not. That's the nature of things. Men are always held accountable for whatever they do if they don't meet the standard. So when it comes to that aspect, why can't men get to the point where they're able to say, hey, women, they're not doing their job. Instead of talking about women's rights, why can't we talk about women's wrongs? And that's the problem with society today.
It's the daddy's little princess mentality. Almost every chick I know that's even a little bit attractive, even if they're 5 or 6, they've all been raised as daddy's little princess.
Exactly. It's like giving a
daddy still
fucking...
pays the bills too. They go from daddy paying bills to 25, and the daddy's like, all right, do something. And then what they do is say good job or get a good career. They either do that, they actually somehow use their college degree and it was something relevant.
But hey, give a 10-year-old a fucking lightsaber and say, run wild. Put a 10-year-old and put him as president and see how that goes. That's modern feminism in a nutshell.
Yeah,
listen,
little kids with boobs.
All I got to say is that there's too much ego involved in the manosphere. Okay? We all have to learn. Like, for example, Hammerhand says, control your biology. I say, control your fucking ego.
But
you have got to learn how to control your ego.
How many channels have these egos? Because that's my question. Because I don't think not that many channels have these type of egos when it comes to men.
I would say that all you got to do is look at the infighting that takes place between us brothers. Look at what is said. Look at what is done. The ego is in control. Somebody says something about somebody, well, they got to do a fucking response video.
Well, personally, more likely than not, a woman's involved.
Well, a woman may be involved, and that's true, but a woman may not be involved. And that's true as well, too. We need to keep ourselves in check because our egos run wild.
Rusty, I just want to say, sorry to interrupt anyone and you eat. I just want to say a couple of things because I'm here late and we're already serious and all of the big boys are here. But one thing I wanted to say to MGTOW forever, forget about it, man. It's just one of those things, a lapse of judgment. It was more comedic as far as I could see. But the other thing I
Oh,
wanted to
no,
say to
I
Snake,
was
yeah,
more disappointed for you guys than for myself. I've done much worse. When Drunk Josh comes out, when I black out, I've done some crazy shit while drunk.
Yeah,
So
I'm not.
I was more disappointed for everybody that was there. There was like Kush and somebody else on the panel, and then there was like 10 people in the chat from what I remember.
It's one of
Well,
those.
Something like that.
It's more funny than anything. Well, you're not really going to be judged. But the last thing I just want to say is a shout out to our big brother Snake here. Did you guys? I mean, I see a lot of things, and Snake was going hard on hammers, and there are a lot of people now are members of that stuff, and that's our brother Bliskin. So yeah, going
My
hard.
phone died.
Rusty as well. Sorry, that's me. I'm done.
Well, my bad, but you should know me by now. I'm usually not the joking type.
You
Oh,
should
you have-
know
you have
me
joked a bit
by
great.
now.
I'm usually not the joking type.
No, you're
I'm
not.
I got
way more like I'm a more serious version of Funday Chronic.
Yeah. And now we're talking
a
about
more
suicide.
serious Did you say more serious virgin?
Yes.
Brandon
Yes,
is the joking type. Brandon has a dickhead.
I can't go back now.
But when Yeet has a few beers, he does get kind of happy. He gets jolly. Yeah.
That is true, and I tend to go fucking nuts when it comes to my ramblings. My ramblings gets like, what's it called? Hieroglyphics, like the Egyptian shit. Like it gets out of control, and believe me, I definitely learned my lesson the first few times. Like I was definitely not prepared, and I got clowned by my chat the next day. So
Good.
I learned my lesson.
It could be worse.
Yeah, it's good. As Rusty's saying, none of this is productive stuff. I mean, like let's say our brother Frost. Let's say someone was in a river. One of some that maybe, or whoever. It doesn't matter who it is. There's people that have their beefs and stuff. But let's say that they were drowning in a river. What are you going to do? You're going to say, "Oh, this content is a thing." No, he'd jump in and save them. Frost is a big guy. You know,
If it's a man, I'll save. If it's a woman, I don't know.
I understand. Yeah, you could get #MeToo for that.
Exactly.
Yeah. So.
Exactly.
I didn't give my permission for you to pull me away from that danger.
Well, women put themselves in this predicament. Women put themselves in a situation where a man can't even look at a woman down the block without risking being called a creep or going to jail. So
eyes up here, you green-haired flame guy.
Well, there's already articles of men letting women die because they're too afraid of getting in trouble.
I have no sympathy at all. And now Mr. Frost.
There's already articles out there of men literally letting women die because they're too afraid of being thrown in jail or being sued.
Yes.
Just saying. It happened. Like not just the United States, but other parts in the world.
Yeah. What goes around comes around, right?
For you.
Well, it depends who helps them. Just like whoever hits on them, like it could be the worst pickup.
I guarantee you right now. You better. I guarantee you right now, unless it was how you say a family member, more likely than not, you're on your own. Yep. You're on your own. Because
like a Philadelphia train rider.
Oh yeah, I remember that story. I remember that.
Yeah, since the beginning of time, they've been abandoning men all their lives. It's their natural thing, so it's like what goes around comes around at this point.
And then the audacity of the news reporters and all these other fucking people on social media talking about, oh, what a bunch of fucking cowards! These men, they didn't join in and try to save this woman from this atrocious act.
It's never gonna, they absolutely abandoned their part of the social contract. Back in the day, when women were women and fucking had and were using their bodies only for fucking procreation and and making the future generations. Yes, we fucking said women and children first. We will sacrifice ourselves for you so you can bring the next generation into the world. But as soon as women abandon their part of that social contract, they fucking lost that right to be women and children first. Fuck them. They put themselves first still, and they expect you to maintain your historical role, but they don't maintain theirs. Piss on that, and piss on them bitches. Treat them like you would any other man.
Yep.
And they would sacrifice their lives for the family, like spend their entire life from 18, well, even 16 back in the day, even sometimes 14, from 14, 16 to 18 to 80. They would dedicate their entire lives to family and taking care of the home. So they sacrifice their life. Now they want to have both. When they're done partying, having 500 cocks, like Pop says, to the point where if you jumped off the amount of cocks that you had, you would die from the fall. They want both. They want both lifestyles. They want to have all the fun and then have that perfect traditional lifestyle in the end.
But no,
they can't do it. Fuck them. If they want to do that, they'll let them live with the consequences.
No, let's keep it real, okay? I put a video, a live stream on my fucking channel of a man begging a woman to not get an abortion. She literally walked into that abortion clinic with no remorse while the father of that baby was literally crying and begging for her to not do it. That's all I need to know about Western women. That's all I need to fucking know.
They're not human anymore.
What he should have did is he should have supported her. And because
there was no second guesses, there was no teary eyes, there was no type of discussion. She walked in there like it was just another fucking Tuesday. That's all I need to know about.
They have abandoned their traditional roles, and they have fucking they will murder their own children for their own selfish reasons. They use abortion as
they brag about it. They brag about it. That's what pisses me off the fucking most. This bitch.
You talk to a feminist, and they'll say, "Oh, it's just a fucking medical procedure." Bullshit! You're murdering a baby.
She had
money on it.
8 abortions. 8.
Yeah.
And that's not the most. There's women that literally had 14 abortions. 14.
Yeah.
And then they act so shocked that their uterus isn't working properly anymore.
I was just throwing out there for past few months, if we statistically analyze what Yudis has just brought up, every single Western woman has killed at least one person. Gentlemen, when's the last time you were able to kill someone and get away with it? They're not equal. None. They're superior than we are in this society's lens, and it's absolutely disgusting. Murder and killing is nothing.
They ask for one thing, they get it. They ask for another thing, they get it. They ask for another thing, they finally get told no. They cry about it, they finally get it because the dad just wants them to shut the fuck up and make daddy's princess happy, and they get what they want. They get another 5 yeses in a row, and then they get told no again, and it's repeated. And it just gets to the point where the dad is just like, yes, whatever, honey, shut the fuck up, honey, yes, whatever you want, honey.
And what Brandon touches.
They replace you. You're the replacement.
I'm talking about the men that actually wants to be fathers, but the bitch is like, hey, I got 100% reproductive rights. You can't tell me what to do. I'm going to kill your child.
And what Brandon described, they're the exact opposite of what Brandon was describing. Think about how painful childbirth is. Think about the women in the past. They were popping out 10, 15, 20 fucking kids. And then they were raising the little biscuit grabbers too. So I would say at that point, that's the only time in which you're really pulling your weight, woman. If the man's going out and killing himself to provide, you got to be killing yourself to keep popping them out.
Listen, the only reason that men deal with women at this point is because of reproductive issues. Men need women for reproduction. Women need men for reproduction and survival. That's the huge difference.
Money.
Huge difference. So now that we get to the point where women, they have all these safety nets of being a fucking hoe, they can take. They don't even do condoms. They don't even do birth control. They do none of that shit. They just go straight to the fucking clinic, like do. Okay, yeah, kill these clump of cells because that's all they are, a clump of cells. And then they act all shit that more and more men are getting their passports and going to the east.
The scary thing is that happened to me like a year ago or so. Whenever I came to visit San Jose State University, I lived there for 7 years. Dude, this one chick was like, "No, you don't need a condom." I didn't even end up doing anything, and I fucked around there, but my dick did not go near with a condom on. But what the scary thing is, how many guys that she says that to. That's the. Yeah, I wasn't worried about getting her pregnant. I was worried about the shit I was gonna get some chick in college, probably like 5 years younger than me.
See, then that's a big red pill. Women lie. Women lie. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't matter if it's your wife. It doesn't matter if it's your girlfriend. It doesn't matter if it's your female cousin. It doesn't matter if it's your sister. It doesn't matter if it's your fucking mom. All of them fucking lie. So they can get what they want.
No, I know. My mom's been divorced 9 times. You wanna have a guess? Yeah, 9 times. My stepdad that I'm still cool with, I hang out with, says 13 times because my old stepdad is my half brother, my little half brother's dad.
9
times.
No, I've never heard of a woman divorcing 9 times.
How many times? Hey, this is the question though. How many times has she said it was her fault?
Never.
I'm assuming none. I'm assuming.
Yes, none. No, 0 times. It was her fault. They were all abusive and crazy and insane.
That's a toxic person.
And she says that to every single one. And why do you think women don't like you communicating with their exes? Because those exes will spill the beans and expose her. That she's a crazy bitch.
That's also why they don't like the mandatory paternity
times. It was men's fault all 9 to 13 times. Not one time.
So is that why they're so against mandatory paternity testing?
And I have one brother where my dad accused her of cheating, and it's definitely, after thinking about it, I realized that it's most likely true. And when I brought it up, my mom was all weird about it, while my dad is certain, because my brother, my half brother, my real brother supposedly looks nothing like me. Well,
I'm just saying, if a man is required to pay child support, whether the child is his or not, these days, should it be mandatory at birth that men should get a paternity test?
Oh, definitely.
But that's what women are fucking fighting so hard and shaming men so hard for. Like, why you need a paternity test? You don't trust me? Oh, you just insecure and blah, blah, blah. You this and that. See, all this shit that's going on for the last 70 years is going to backfire on them within the next 10 years, in my opinion. It's going to backfire on them so fucking hard.
Yeah. They're going to pay. Not from our hand, but from their own hands. They've done this themselves. They've cut themselves in the throat. They tore down their houses with their own hands. And then they come back to rubble. They've got nothing left.
But it's not because they're mad. It's not because they're scorned. Remember, chat, women, they create this type of drama because they're bored. They want some type of amusement. That's the most fucked up part about this shit. They're doing it because they want some excitement in their life. Hey, false accusations, chat. You really think they're doing it because you truly did something to her? No, it's because she has no man in her life. She's single, alone, a single mother, or she's just a middle-aged woman that has nobody in her life, and she wants to create some type of drama, some type of fucking crazy soap opera in her head in order to fulfill her emptiness. That's
Attention
why.
is coin of the realm. Yeah, attention is coin of their realm. Yeah, they need the attention. Yes. They need all that.
They destroy men's lives out of fucking amusement. They destroy men's lives out of hey, I want some drama. Let me go ahead and falsely accuse this man so I can feel like the main character in my movie.
And that's a never flag too. Like there's been many times when I've gone over to a buddy's house and the girlfriend's there and she just got off work and she's watching her TV show. When I walk in, and it's always those fucking soap opera TV shows, and that's the huge flag because they are obsessed with those shows and they kind of try to live through those like TV shows in real life. They start to act like those women on there.
Yeah. That's why the believe all women nonsense is bullshit.
Yep.
I'm gonna say it till the end of time. It's bullshit.
Yep. With Yeet, 100%.
Well, they're programmed. It's literally programmed through TV shows.
Because first off, if something actually happened to you, why didn't you? I'm talking about majority, not all, but majority of the cases. Why didn't you go to the police to create a fucking report? And why didn't you go to the hospital to get a kit? Why didn't you do that immediately if that's truly what happened? Why do you have to wait 10, 20, 30 years later for that shit?
Money and regrets.
They had to decide when it was going to benefit them most.
I don't know, man. Like I'm at this point. Well, I've been at this point for a while that I'm fucking sick and tired of talking about women's rights. We need to talk about women's wrongs. We need to talk about that shit and hold them accountable. Yeah, you'll get some pushback like, oh, you misogynist, patriarchy, and blah, blah, blah. Listen, if we don't talk about this shit, who will? Who will?
Nobody.
There's people out there that's willing to take the sacrifice.
I think what Brandon was talking about before, Brother Yeet, is we did try that route, what Rusty was saying. We tried the route through political endeavors, not successful endeavors, but political endeavors. But it does not work because we're dealing with something fundamentally different than just a society. Woman's nature is what it is. It's visceral and it's hormonal and all that.
It's called gynocentrism.
Gynocentrism, yeah. And we could never fix it. So the only logical thing, which, the juice is not worth the squeeze. We cannot fix broken. The only thing that constrained them for all those millennia was rules and laws and stuff like that. And even then that didn't work, but now it's global. See, Rome collapsed, but India didn't collapse when Rome collapsed and all these other countries. So now it's global and it's a global gynocentrism. And that's
all I'm saying is, chat, at the moment, based on what we talk about right now, and this is a slither of many reasons of why men are walking away. Yeah. Are you surprised that men are walking away at this point? Are you surprised that men are adopting the red pill philosophy or the men going your own way philosophy? Because if you're going to be dealing with a system where 100% of the time you're going to lose.
Yes,
actually, no. 99% of the time you're going to lose.
Yes, would be.
Why would you even play in the first place?
And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but in the last, especially like pretty much the beginning of when Trump got loaded in, pretty much from 2016 and now, but it really accelerated from the beginning of the coup to now. But all the chicks that were leftist are now conservative Trump supporters. And they're all LARPing as supporters like they always have been, but they're really not because they know those are where the real men are at. and those men have money, while the leftist communist kids are broke, in debt, no jobs, and are pussies.
Yep.
And then at the same time, the feminists that were feminists still are feminists, but they hide it well. But those are the pro MGTOW women that are talking good things about men, complaining about how bad women are these days, and the women are taking that side. So I noticed they just women. What they're doing is what they've always done is they go to the finish line and wait for the winner, and they realize who's winning, so they switch sides again. All the ones that are all the women that are supporting us as conservatives on the far right and on the MGTOW side instead of feminists, those ones they're fake. That's why they don't come up with anything original. That's why they don't come up with anything themselves. Everything like you guys like you just talked about earlier, they repeat everything we've been talking about for the last 5 to 10 years.
This is why we came up with the term chameleon. We have a whole lexicon of terms.
But they're getting worse now.
Well, they are worse because
popular.
That's another term that we have as a war bride. They are war brides now because when the barbarian comes to the gate, when there's a threat of nuclear war, when Kuf shuts them down, all the human resources jobs go, that they need someone to rely on. It's always the men, you know.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, when it comes to YouTube, you got some below average bitches fucking trying to be a fucking pick me. Yes, I'm gonna say that word. Being a fucking pick me, acting like not like these other girls, and then she has over 1 million subs in the process.
Like pick me, I'm different. I'm not like all the other girls. I know what I'm talking about. I'm different.
I wanted to actually elaborate on that point. This is kind of crazy how you're coming full circle because let me ask the panel something here. Why would Just Pearly Things, who's into black men, platform the closest thing to a quote unquote white supreme pizza, Nick Fuentes, who has spoken how he really doesn't like black people and he's basically a racist himself? And I don't really get into the weeds like that. But does it make any sense for those two to be hashing it out?
Well, there's only 3 things. She's playing both sides. She's a snow bunny. If you guys know what snow bunny is, look it up. Or she's really trying to be like not those other girls. But the snow bunny thing, I believe it's a thing because look at her content. 90% of her content is literally nothing but black men. And she knows that black men are the biggest simps for the below average or average white woman.
Oh, hell yeah.
I was just going to elaborate on another thing. Nick Fuentes and Sneeko, what is their relationship?
They're basically working on the Ye campaign, basically. Helping Kanye for his campaign.
Okay, because I don't know if you guys are aware, but Nick Fuentes publicly talked about his 20-hour date with a cat boy.
What?
Have you guys seen any of that information? He went on a date with a cat boy. So we have Sneeko, who's admitted to some kind of weird things. And then we have Nick Fuentes admitting to some weird things.
I think he was doing that as a joke, basically. Some shit.
I'm sorry. If you're the homie, then I'm going to have to punch you in the face a few times. Sorry. Sorry. No.
Very odd that these people are running around with one another. And we know that Milo, who's ran around with Kanye, just magically thinks that he can convert from being literally on fire to this Christian, God-fearing person.
Well,
that's kind of out there.
You're just like Sneeko trying to convert to Islam. I'm like, okay, you grifting motherfucker. You have no clue whatsoever what Islam is. So why are you trying to come out here talking about, oh, I'm a changed man, I'm Islam, blah, blah, blah. It's not even knowing the books, right? It's not even about knowing the Quran. He doesn't even know the basics of what a Muslim does. Yet he's over here plastering all over social media. Oh, I'm a Muslim, just like Andrew Tate. Oh my God. So that means that this reinforces the point of Sneeko. He doesn't even have points of his own.
What? Yeah, he said twice. I think it was, I forget, it wasn't Hammerhand, it was someone. They smashed him. And he's in the studio there with the two guys, our three guys, and he just watches his missus get plowed down a few times, you know? It's like he left the room after the third pump. It's just terrible.
Well, I'm telling you right now, if when it comes to Sneeko, I will fight him any day. I guarantee you right now. Yeah, I will not hesitate. Let's just give me a can of beer, and then I'm gonna give you the beer, and I'm gonna say, "Hold my beer," and then I'll fuck him up.
That's the one you.
I'm serious.
But you just would you ever like support like Kanye? He says he want to take like women's rights away and shit like that. Basically, sexual repressing them because we can get this birth rate up and shit like that in the U.S.
Well, hypothetically or seriously?
Seriously, you think you can do it or no?
No. At this point, I don't see women's rights being taken away at the moment. No.
That was a TFM pipe. Repeal 19 was basically TFM, tongue in cheek. With all
the only time the 19th will be repealed is when the United States will get invaded.
Yeah.
That's the only time when women don't have that comfortable, cushiony life that men gave to them anymore, and there's missiles flying left and right. Men and women, they will revert back to their original roles. But the difference is, in the United States, men are not going to forget how model women treated men when shit was good.
We can never forget.
I guarantee you, modern women will have a bad time if it gets to that point.
Yeah, never forget, fellas, brothers, family. Never forget.
I'm telling you, chat. I'm being serious. I'm being serious right now. When the government can't protect them, when law enforcement can't protect them, when not white knights and simps can't protect them, they're going to have the worst time of their lives. I'm serious.
Yeah, that's exactly true.
This is why for the last 5 years or 6 years, we tell men, hey, prepare for when shit hits the fan. Because more likely than not, based on my research, shit will hit the fan eventually. It will.
RPM says it. You know, ladies, when the power eventually goes out, feminism, they're all done. RPM says this.
Because let me say something right quick. There was a video of this fucking trust fund baby bitch talking about, oh, why don't humans abide by the laws of nature? And this content creator replied, okay, you want humans to abide by the laws of nature? Let me keep it short. Who's going to stop me?
Yeah.
Who's going to stop me?
Yeah.
I guarantee you women will be changing the tune real quick.
Yeah.
So this is why I'm saying that first world countries, we got one of the most spoiled, privileged group of women in the history of humanity.
Yeah.
And nobody can dispute me on that. Nobody.
So interesting. For all the millennia that we had, then if men were really toxic, women wouldn't exist anymore. We would have wiped them all out, allegedly. And this is just a thought experiment. We would have wiped all the women out, even our biological impulses say, you know, shag a woman, but shag a woman and then get done with her, you know, beat her over the head of the club. And we had Queen Cleopatra, we had Queen
she's the one going over to the last queen of ancient Egypt, the last pharaoh of ancient Egypt, going over to powers overseas in Rome, trying to link up with, it's pretty much hypergamy working, trying to link up with this dude, hoping that he's able to take care of her and put her back on the throne. Chat. If you think that hypergamy is a myth, you're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, you're stupid as fuck.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee you, if you're walking down the street and there's somebody like, let me give me a good example. Somebody like LeBron James walk by. Yeah, I know he has a wife, but let's say he doesn't give a fuck if he has a wife a lot or not. Fuck his wife. He just walked by like, yeah, hey girl, you look good. You really think that your girl is gonna choose you over him?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Alpha widows, alpha widows, and we're filled with alpha widows. I mean, if as Chronic would say, no hymen, no diamond. Once that hymen's busted, even just one person, one hymen broke, yeah, they'll always compare you. And if they've
Do you
had
think
5,
that's why LeBron James and his wife survived for so long? Because they were high school sweethearts. I don't know if she was a virgin, but they were high school sweethearts. And they're still married together to this day.
yeah. Well, Will Smith is still married with Jada. So I don't know, but there's some sort of transactional thing happening there. I don't know, but I don't know a lot about the basketball. I think Kobe Bryant.
No. I'm just saying that LeBron James was able to stay with his wife for so long because eventually the wife knew that she can't do no better than LeBron James.
Yeah. He is the king at the moment. He seems to be. Yeah, I don't know basketball much, but he seems to be the king of the hill. Yeah. So
Don't get me wrong. She gave him I think it was like 3 or 4 kids.
Yeah.
And the only reason that LeBron James didn't retire is because he wants to play with the oldest son before he retires from the NBA.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest thing, Chad. That's the biggest thing.
I found that Kobe Bryant thing was a tragedy. That Kobe Bryant thing, because I don't know basketball at all, really. But that Kobe Bryant thing, that was a tragedy. That was gone too soon, and his 15-year-old daughter.
Man, that hit me deep, bro. That honestly hit me deep. Like, I never see. This is where we say that life isn't fair, because no way in hell I would never thought in my everyday life that out of nowhere Kobe Bryant and his daughter will die in a helicopter crash. That was like, what the fuck? This dude is worth billions of dollars, or at least like 2-point-something billion, I think it was. And he was living life to the fullest. He had his own animated cartoon and stuff, and he was winning the Grammys for not the Grammys, but some type of award for his cartoons and stuff. He was happy as fuck. He accomplished everything, and then bam, he's gone.
It was tragic.
So it's definitely put something into perspective of
mortality.
Yeah, life isn't as long as you think it is, chat. Not too many of us is going to make it to old age. We're not. Like, I'll be surprised if I make it to 60. Like, I'm gonna be real. I'll be hella surprised if I make it to 6 years old.
You're doing well, Yeet. You're doing well. You're a fit man. A fit man.
Only got 30 more years to go. You know what I'm saying?
Could be 50, bro. Could be 50. Yeah.
Kobe died at 41, didn't he?
40. Hold on, let me check. Cause I don't want to.
I think he was 41 and his daughter was 13. And I think that was 41 years of him never being a punk, always having that killer instinct. Now, how many years has LeBron been a punk? He's been a punk a few years, one time or another. I don't think he's like Kobe as far as mentality goes.
Are you talking about when it comes to the China situation?
No, I'm talking about if you were going to give the ball to either Kobe or LeBron for the game winner, I'm giving it to fucking Kobe.
I'll let you Americans talk about something I have no idea about.
Yeah, Kobe Bryant. Yeah, he died at 41 years old. Holy shit. Like, I never bothered to check his age.
Way too young.
That is young as fuck. That is young, bro. And I do know the story of the older sister. The oldest sister in the family had to go to the hospital because she was like hyperventilating and stuff. After that crash happened. See, chat, fathers are beyond important. Fathers are beyond important because the older daughter today, she's doing phenomenal right now. Based on what I know, she's doing great. I don't know if she's had any sneaky links and this and that, and blah blah blah. But at the moment, at least when it comes to her image to the public, she's doing a good job, a great job. And the wife inherited around close to $2 billion. I'm telling you, chat, when it comes to choosing the right woman, it's not how it is back in the late 1990s. Today, finding a good woman is like finding a drop of water in the ocean. In the West, like if you live in the United States.
He's got to be one of the only Hall of Famers or legends that never would get to coach his kids and, see them become like all-stars themselves. That's probably one of the craziest things about Kobe.
Exactly. Like Kobe, he is a completely different breed. I'm gonna keep it real. He is like he's the one that punched Shaq in the face. Because what's it called? Shaq was getting lazy or something like that. They both said themselves if Shaq wasn't lazy and he was still doing his training and routine or etc., Shaquille O'Neal will be the greatest of all time. And I agree. Shaq will be the greatest of all time right now. Well, what do you guys have to say about Shaq if he wasn't being lazy?
I'd have to differ because once I saw the footage of Wilt Chamberlain, that guy was just. I don't think there'll ever be an athlete like Wilt Chamberlain. I was unaware of how strong he was until Arnold came out and said it. There will never be an athlete like Wilt Chamberlain ever again.
I'm sorry, but Shaq will give Wilt Chamberlain a hell of a fucking challenge because of Shaq, they had to change the backboard to reinforce Shaq's dunks because of Shaq.
Yeah, they were different type of players, but if you actually listen to Arnold's testimony, because they were on the movie set together, he goes, Wilt Chamberlain was picking me up with one arm, and I saw him, I think he said I saw him bench close to 600 pounds effortlessly. He was doing the lat pull down with all the weights. He's like, Arnold pretty much said he was stronger than me. And I was like, what? Like, I had to dig deeper into it, and like Wilt was a finesse player, so I think they would have definitely battled it out. But he just did not appear to be as strong as he was. He was just like a genetic freak. Shaq, he holds weight. Wilt Chamberlain was like a fucking tree with like unlimited strength. I just never – I thought Shaq was the strongest. But after seeing the footage, I'm like, damn, maybe Wilt was a freak of nature and he just was before this time,
So who do you think will win, Shaq or Wilt Chamberlain 1v1?
I'd probably have to say Wilt.
What? No fucking way. Let me ask the chat. Chat. 1v1. Wilt Chamberlain at his prime, Shaquille O'Neal at his prime. Who will win at a 1v1? Please give me your answers. Please.
Probably
Wilt was definitely a better athlete. I know he was a better athlete for sure.
Had better fundamentals. He knew his body more. He got
stuff by LeBron. So let's just put it out there.
What happened with him and LeBron?
LeBron, all-time scorer.
Well, that was before the three-point line, right?
Shaq was brute power. Wilt Chamberlain actually has intelligence.
All I'm saying is Shaq is a fucking inhuman, and I truly believe that Shaq will overpower Wilt Chamberlain.
In most cases, yes, if they're mentally on the same level.
Well, and I would say Shaq in his younger years, during Orlando, when he was more athletic and he didn't put on as much weight, it was kind of like he was like a linebacker build, very lean but extremely powerful. Young Shaq versus Wilt would be more fair because he was lean and he was more dynamic in his younger years. When he got older, he just kind of sat down low and just bullied everybody around. When he was younger, he was moving. Shaq was fast as fuck in his younger years.
Frost, what does Bruce Lee have to do with Muhammad Ali?
Shaq. Hey guys.
Bruce Lee.
Guys. Hang on. Shaq is a genie, so he has the power to grant wishes. So nobody can standing up against a genie. Sorry.
I forgot about that shit.
I'm gonna be real. Shaquille O'Neal will, in my opinion, will overpower Wilt Chamberlain. In my opinion.
It's close. Very close.
So if it was a 1v1, I think Shaq will come out on top.
It depends. That's why you never let a bigger dude.
If both were at their prime, I believe Shaq will win.
If you go to the ground.
What you mean by that?
Well, a big dude like that, if you go to the ground and the big dude's on top of you, it's going to be damn near impossible to get out, especially if he knows what he's doing. But the bigger dude, like, standing up, face to face, on your feet, weight doesn't really matter until you go to the ground.
Would you say that Shaquille O'Neal... Well, would you say that Shaquille O'Neal never truly hit his full potential because how lazy he was when he was in the Lakers?
Yeah, I would agree with you there, 100%.
I grew up with him. I was in middle school whenever I was watching him, and he was definitely just taking it easy.
Because honestly, Shaquille O'Neal would be the greatest of all time if he didn't slack off, in my opinion.
It's because of Kobe. He had Kobe spoiling him.
Yeah, not just I agree, not just Kobe, but what I'm saying is
I met Derek Fisher too. I met Derek Fisher. He had Derek Fisher and what's his face, the other guy. He had a few other.
But just him as a player himself. Fuck the rings. Fuck all that. Him as a player himself, he will be the greatest of all time if he didn't slack off.
Yeah, he just had such a good team that he didn't have to do his 100% in order to get to the playoffs. Because I was a Kings fan. I grew up in Northern California, so I was the Kings game all the time, and I love Vlade Divac, Mike Bibby, Chris Webber.
Well, that's why Kobe punched him in the face.
Yeah, they were big rivals back then, the Kings and the Lakers. I went to all of those games. When my mom first married,
even as teammates, Kobe punched him in the face.
Oh yeah, no, he get pissed off at his own teammates.
Yeah, bottom line is if Shaq was allowed to have the team based around him, it would have been a completely different story. I'm pretty sure Wilt always just put the team on his back. There was this weird shit that I never knew. Like, I think Wilt ran a 40 in like a 4.5. He was a long jump champion. He was like, did all sorts of track and field events. He was just an all-around freak of fucking nature that was way before, like, if he was in today's game, it would be better comparison. But Shaq never had a team that was solely based around him. He was always just kind of the big guy bouncing around from franchise to franchise, and they would just keep him down low and let the all-stars like Kobe, not to say he wasn't an all-star, but, you know, Kobe got the spotlight, I think, more than Shaq did during his time there.
The same thing
Well,
happened with him in the other teams when he was with the Suns or the Heat. He was literally just the guy that stuck down low, and then the people with the talent did what they did. And then on offense, when he finally happened to get down there after it took like 30 seconds for him to like limp down there because he was so big and fat and out of shape, then
well,
he
do you
was
know
lucky
what
enough
the
to get a rebound and put the ball up. So he's
do you know
mainly
what the
for
biggest
defense.
tragedy is?
His free throws.
Uh, uh,
Oh
no,
my
no,
God,
no,
most
no,
free
no, no,
throws
no, no.
ever.
Not just that, but what's his name? AI Iverson.
Yeah, Allen
Iverson.
Iverson. I had his shoes when I was a kid. He had his own brand.
I wish that at least Shaq or somebody traded to the 76ers because Iverson he literally carried his team to the finals.
He was a
Oh
dog.
yeah. No, he was my favorite guys over Kobe Bryant. Like he was literally like my top 5 player when I grew up with.
And
My
he's
older
going to
brother
get
had
his
shoes.
50 million dollar pension soon if he didn't get it yet. Nike, I think, promised that they will pay Iverson 50 million at a certain time.
Oh, he's
Which
loaded.
they
He
should.
back in the early 2000s, he had a lot of merchandise that came out.
His
Wasn't he
shoes
Like
were
getting
the
that was
dopest.
basically
fined
when all was started.
for? He was getting fined for something. What was Iverson getting fined for? He was getting fined for something.
I forgot what it was for, but he was making so much money at the time that it didn't even matter.
True,
It
but
was. I'm sure it was something stupid.
like I don't know, man. Like it really pisses me off that
It might have been
people
like someone with the dress code in the league. I want to say.
was it the sleeve? Was it the headband? I think it was a
Yeah,
headband.
like that's what I mean. It was something stupid. I want to say it was something like minor. Like we can't let. It was more like they didn't. It would have been overlooked if they didn't care about it. But the message that is sent, they didn't like it, so they got him in trouble
Okay.
over it.
One more
It was,
question. If you
well,
guys
Google it,
watched,
but I'm still like that.
but one more question. If you guys watch the NBA, if you guys do, who do you think is going to be the future NBA star besides Giannis? Giannis is he already solidified himself as a Hall of Famer. Let's exclude Giannis. But who else do you think is going to solidify themselves as a legend
Oh no, I
today?
don't keep up with the NBA because
Like
every
Trey
single
Young,
season the
Luca.
teams the teams swap like all their players. Like, almost every year, every team is bringing.
Okay,
It's not like the
I'm
NFL
giving
where
you
they do
names.
most of it.
Luca. I want to say Russell Westbrook. Well, Russell Westbrook, he might get into the Hall of Fame. Who else? What about Tatum? Tatum from the Celtics.
He's good. I think it's going to come down, Yeet, to like who just comes in and just is the most explosive player, who's like the biggest playmaker, all-star type guy. I think that's out of who you're discussing. I think it's probably going to be that type of dude because that's what Giannis did. He just came out of nowhere and just made magic happen.
Bro, do you know how skinny Giannis was when he first joined the NBA?
What dude?
He was
He trained
skinny
so
little
hard.
prick. He was skinny as fuck, but he gained over 50 fucking pounds of muscle. That is unheard of for a guy that's close to 7 feet.
LeBron did the same thing, not the same exact thing, but almost the same thing. He came in at like
I thought
240.
LeBron lost weight.
No, he came in like a little bit lightweight because he came in at like 18, I believe. 18, maybe he just turned 19, but I want to say it was 18. And then
Well, did
after
he
that, they
eventually
went
decide to
wild.
lose weight?
Well, yeah, but he gained weight. Like by the time he hit 30, he was hitting like
He
265
was
ish, 270.
256, I think it was.
But as he got older, he started to hit the heavier side. Like when he was super young, like under
He
30, he was
When he
staying
was young
around
and he was
240, 250.
256, in my opinion, he was unstoppable.
Well, he was a lot quicker. Now when he got heavier, he's still super fast, but he just more
Listen, like I
It's
never
not
played
like
the
30,
NBA.
40 pounds. It's 10, 20 pounds is not much of a difference. But
I
yeah, as
never
you got
played the
older, you
NBA,
put
but
on
I'm
a
not
little
gonna
more. It's
stop a
not fat,
guy
it's
that's.
muscle.
But I'm not gonna stop a guy that's 6'8", 256 pounds of pure fucking muscle. I'm not gonna try to
That's what
post
it is.
that guy.
As he got older, he put on more muscle. That's why he gained that weight.
Well, yeah, but eventually, when he hit his late 20s, early 30s, he decided to lose weight. But he went to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
He's bounced
He
around
lost a
so
shit
many
ton of
times,
weight.
so many teams. I always lose track. Yeah, I just remember when he was like I said, early 30s is whenever he started putting on, like, pack on a lot more muscle.
And once again, chat, we're just talking a lot of bullshit about sports and whatever. Yeah, you're gonna hear like, oh, how you dare you talking about NBA and you know, Black Lives Matter and you guys shouldn't be supporting this. But shut up. I enjoy
Oh, if we're
basketball.
talking about sports, we can talk about my Raiders. I'm a Raiders fan. I've been a Raiders fan since I was born.
Well, you know how it is when people say, "Oh, how you gonna watch that sport, bro?" They just supported this and supported that and blah blah blah.
I skip all that propaganda bullshit. I'm all right. They're gonna do the national anthem, which is the Black Anthem. Oh, then whatever they do, I don't even know what they do now. I just skip all that shit. Just chit chat with people, drink with beers, and then whenever the game comes on, I'm all right. The game's here, and then watch the game. We don't do the halftime bullshit shows. All the propaganda that show before and after the game, all the stupid commercials. Especially during COVID when they had all the mask commercials. It's like, God damn it. Shut the fuck up about masks.
Yeah, Giannis is like if Vegeta went to the NBA, because what did Giannis say? Like after he would just go right after the games and start training. When fucking Vegeta was trying to become Super Saiyan, he just turned up the gravity to like 500 times. That's what fucking Giannis did for years. He was just like Vegeta trying to become Super Saiyan, and then he just came out a fucking monster.
Well, I like Giannis because he was very humble when he won the finals. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but the way he reacted to him winning the NBA championship, I'm like, okay, this dude's a real deal. And after the fact, he went to a Chick-fil-A and ordered 50 chicken nuggets with the championships. Like, he won MVP and the championship. He took it with him to the Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, I think the
I'm
most
like,
humble. My bad, you.
No, it's all good. I'm like, that's one of the most bad. Like, once again, I guarantee you, Giannis was eating clean for majority of the season, guaranteed. And then he's
Yeah,
like, "Give me
was
50 chicken nuggets."
Oh
you
man.
know they don't eat that bullshit.
Like, I don't think I could eat 50 chicken nuggets. I never ordered 50 chicken nuggets.
I could eat 50. I guarantee it.
You can eat
I give
50
you 20.
Chick-fil-A?
Oh, fuck yeah.
I get 20
You
McNuggets
been
from
late.
McDonald's.
Look, mate, welcome back. Bloody hell.
Yeah,
Well,
I've ordered the 20 before, and it was all I could do to eat all that.
well, do you need
When
some
I was in
sauce
high
with it?
school, when I was in high school and I got baked as fuck with my friends, we would literally order like 200 chicken nuggets from McDonald's between like 3 or 4 of us, and I maybe eat like 20 to 30, but the rest of them oh my god, I don't know how they did it. They were just eating machines. They
Well,
would take them like literally 10 minutes to make all the nuggets.
I was very active in high school, so that stuff was no problem to me. But now that I'm older, I have to second guess myself because I'm
Yeah, you
always
don't want to eat. You don't want to eat 50 chicken nuggets after you're 30, but fucking
I will
I can do
eat
it.
50 Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets even if it kills me.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A is different from McDonald's for sure. I think Chick-fil-A 50 it shouldn't be a problem if you can throw down, but 50 McDonald's ones is death.
The most I ate from McDonald's is 40 chicken nuggets.
Damn.
Bus retarded. Damn.
But once again, I was very active in high school. Like the entire day, I was moving. The entire day, I was doing something or exercising or like I never stood still. So I didn't feel bad about eating 40 chicken nuggets. I did not feel bad about it whatsoever. Like hell, I was banned from eating ice cream because my mom got mad that I ate a half a gallon of ice cream in one sitting. I ate a half a gallon of ice cream.
Damn.
I was still fit. I was still fit. I was lean and mean. I was shredded as fuck. But my mom
That's
didn't
like
see
3
that
days
way.
worth of fat in one day.
Hey, she banned me from junk food.
Were you a lean, mean, loving machine? One of my first
machine. What kind of fucking no homo shit is that, bro?
Slick pink switches. Do you think? One of my
Well,
first
what I'm
porno
saying
movies
is
was-
like
Sorry.
I didn't really have to worry about calories per se when I was in my teens and early 20s. I did not have to worry about calories whatsoever.
I loved it back in the day when we were in the teen years and you could like eat like something like a whole package of something that's 4 days worth of fat. And then like I just did earlier, which is probably bad for me at this age, to eat a whole pack of salami with cheese, which is probably like another 3 days of fat. So I literally have like a whole week's of fat that I ate within like 2 hours. As a
Bro,
kid, you feel normal doing that, but as an adult, you do it thinking it's fine, and then you feel sick.
I got punished for drinking 2-3 liters of soda within like 2 hours. Yeah, my mom was not in a good mood about that. She was like fucking screeching at me. Why'd you do that? I'm like, hey, you said that if I able to stay fit, I can eat whatever the fuck I want. I didn't say fuck, but you guys know what I'm talking about. But she was like, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. I was stuck with eating wheat bread, flavorless vegetables, and a fucking plain chicken breast for like a month or two. I'm like, yo, this is stupid. She was feeding me like the worst shit. If I was 50, sure, but I'm a young man. I need some motherfucking food.
That's not so bad. I went through worse as a kid. I went through shit so bad
If
when
I'm
I
on a
was younger.
diet, everybody's on a diet. I'm like, bitch. What you mean?
My dad was so poor at one point that you had one, well, for the women in the house, you had one toilet square paper. Like, you know how they have squares on the toilet paper, like 1 square, 2 square. Like, most people don't pay for that because they just pull out toilet paper until there's enough and they rip it off. One.
All right, gentlemen.
And then 2
Hey,
square.
forever.
That too?
Do you have any final thoughts?
Final thoughts about what we talking about?
I'm wrapping the stream up. Do you have any final thoughts?
Oh, I pretty much summed it up earlier. It was just me getting blacked out drunk and being retarded.
Didn't understand a word of that. So, anyways.
Okay. You finish up.
I may stream later on today.
I will talk to you later. Final thought or forever. So, all right, real talk. Do you have any final thoughts?
Don't go to an all-you-can-eat hibachi buffet because your stomach might stretch. That happened to me one time. It was painful.
What'd you eat?
Okay.
I ate 5 filet mignons, 6 chicken breasts, and then the owner's daughter brought out a sushi cake that I couldn't refuse. And as soon as it went down, I felt the stretch. I said, fuck.
Did you get her number?
No, it was a little girl. They even dressed her up in some fucking Japanese outfit. It was the craziest thing I ever seen, man. I was just like blown away. But we supported their business pretty well. So yeah, just beware of those all-you-can-eat buffets, man.
All right, never mind. All right, then I'll recant my statement.
All right. Thank you very much, Real Talk. Have a great one.
Thank
I'll
you.
see you later. All right. MGTOW Outlaw, sir, are you going to stream today?
Just depends. If Easy and Chris, if I can get them on board, then yeah, probably. But yeah, I kind of hate that I missed most of the stream. I had to run errands a while ago, but yeah, it is what it is.
It was a short one today. I didn't have a very long run. So
yeah.
No worries. I'll be on the road again.
On the road again.
Well, all right, guys. With that being said, I'll see myself out. See you later, guys. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you very much, Outlaw. Talk to you later.
Thank you.
Yeet. You got any final thoughts?
I may or may not be streaming today. If I do stream, you guys will see it in a few hours. Because I know how much you guys love the Great Ghost. Because anytime I stream by myself, I see nothing but comments. Where's the Great Ghost? Great Ghost. Oh my God. Is he dead? So we'll see what's going to be going on later on today. And we'll try to see if we're able to make it lighthearted. Not lighthearted. Lighthearted.
Yeah.
Yesterday, because yesterday was a serious topic. So we'll see if we're able to find something where we're able to have a good time today.
Well, you can always get your mushroom friend back, and it'll get lighthearted.
I rarely see him at that point. Like I don't really see him on too. So I definitely see. I'll see if he's able to join. I'll send him a message after this. But at the end of the day, chat, the grind don't stop. All of our channels are different, but we all have the same goal. We need to warn each other and the younger men, the younger generation of men, on where on where modern feminism fucked up and where the fuckery is going to be going within the next 10 years. So definitely check out my channel. And if Brandon Trueblood is streaming later, I'll definitely be checking out his channel as well. But we got to look out for each other because that's all we have. If you think about it, just think about it. In the eyes of society, who's going to be looking out for a man? Another man. So that's all I have to say about that, Brandon. Thank you for having me here. This was a funny ass conversation, but at the same time, I was able to vent out my frustrations as well. So thank you for
That's exactly what we do here. We let anybody talk about anything as long as they're respectful of other people. So
yes,
this is a place where, you brothers who are listening, where you can talk to some of the bigger content creators. We get a bunch of them coming on. Some of them just listening and lurk in the background. Other times people get on and say stuff. So then you can talk to them, tell them what you like, tell them what you don't like. They may or may not listen to you, but they're going to speak to you. It's a beautiful thing. So free speech all the way.
And then, a lot of people, they're surprised. We're like, oh, you're pretty young for learning this type of information, like, oh my God, like you should even, you haven't even experienced this or that or blah, blah, blah. Like I said before.
Well, you can pretend to be young with the other guys, but I know that you're an eternal crypt keeper, an undead master of the universe, and there you are sitting on your throne with your fiery hair, trying to pretend like you're fucking 30 years old.
God damn it. Compare me to my avatar. I'm a millennia years old. But how you say, this is the goal, right? Where younger and younger men are able to listen to your message and able to internalize it and able to make the most rational decisions as possible. That's the goal for all of us per se, right? I'm close to 30, even though I'm still young, but I'd much rather have it towards the young men that are in their early 20s or in their late teens. That's the main goal. So they don't have to guess and how you say put faith in the relationship, but unfortunately they don't know that they're going to fail in the long run. So that's why my channel exists. I'm sure that's why your channel exists. This is why I still do this content.
Yeah.
But
All
are you
right.
going to be in my stream later on today?
Oh, you know what time you streaming, Yeet?
The goal is, let's say 7:30 Eastern time.
All right. I remember you saying that, and now that I will set my alarm and make sure I'm up.
How many hours
All
is
right,
that?
man.
Yeah. How many hours is that? How many hours is that from now?
That's approximately 4 hours.
4 hours. I should be there, I think. Yeah.
4? Isn't it 5 hours?
Let's
Whatever.
see, it's what, 2:30 your time? Yeah, 5 hours. You're right.
But I'll definitely be there. Once again, I look at my videos, look at my live. I put so many fucking hours to this shit. It's not even funny. But I slowed down lately. I took a 2-week break because I don't want to be that guy to regurgitate the same message over and over again. All right. I want to give you guys some information that will be useful, right? Not the same thing like, oh, tee, she's not yours. It's your turn. She just wants you for your money. Yeah, no fucking shit. But I want to talk about other aspects of the red pill, not just when it comes to dating, but society in general. So that
And
just
Yeet, if you ever have a stream where you're talking about shit hitting the fan, I would like to be on that. I have a different perspective than most people in the manosphere. I don't know that I'm right, but I have a different perspective. So
sure. Should we join?
Yeah, whenever you do that topic, I'm in for it.
I'm down. It'll be today or tomorrow. Because once again, I don't even have a topic yet.
Okay.
But Brandon, thank you for having me here, and I'll definitely come back on in the future if you let me.
Absolutely. All right.
I
let everybody come in. Have a good night or afternoon.
Thank you, Yeet. Be safe. God bless you, brother. I'm blessed. Just blessed.
Oh, no problem. I'm just going to crack open the cold one. Peace.
Another one? Come on.
Yes, 3 more.
Take care, brother.
And that leaves you, Frank.
Yeah, well, I got nothing to say on the backs of giants. I'm standing on the backs of giants, so all I can say is,
well, did you wipe your feet off first?
No, I don't. I don't need to do that. I shower 3 times.
Well, sure. If you're standing on the backs of giants, it's rude if you go up there with dirty feet.
I did first beforehand, but afterwards I had the sweat marks and stuff. But all I can say is it's an honor to be here, brother. And this must be one of your shortest streams ever. Oh, surely. Like I jumped in and it was like, oh, Brandon's 2 hours driving, and I saw there was a lot of things. And look, what's more, and after what you just said, who's a huge shining star in our sphere, I saw all of the shining stars in our sphere, all in the chat. And
yeah, even the shining starfish.
Chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water. But I thought they started talking a little bit about suicide and this and that and the other thing. So I thought it's good to come in, and it was a bit of a heavy topic in that respect, So I would just say to the brothers, you just got to go to your last day, regardless of what you walk through mud, you do things. I just think that they should keep heart, and I even pasted a thing. So we just got to keep heart and walk till your last day, and don't ever give up. No, don't ever give up. If you got cancer of the throat and they cut something out or whatever, just don't give up. Because and everyone has their different days as well. Some people wake up on the wrong side of the bed, and I just think don't give up and come here, and that's what I think, Brandon. It was a very serious note. This James was going to come and play some some doors, but no. What a great stream. You've had huge dudes in here, bro. Huge dudes, all of them. So that's all I'm saying, Brandon.
I'm very happy that everybody likes to come in and run their mouth, because it's a perfect place to run your mouth. It's a great thing.
It's when I had to fart, sir. Well, I'll take my leave of you now, sir. Good sir. And
not yet. You won't.
Oh, okay. I'm here for as long as you need me, bro.
Grab your guitar.
Okay. Right. Okay. All right. Okay.
And
hang on. Okay, Brandon. Yeah.
And what song have you been working on here lately?
Oh, well, that's the thing. I've got a few going on, but
well, just pick one of them.
Okay. Well, I have to think, Brandon. I have to think, brother. You put me on the spot, and I know you have to probably go have a rest, have a couple of hours kip. Okay. Okay. I'll try something from 20 years ago. Ask Eddie Vedder.
What's the name of this song, Frank?
It's a Pearl Jam song. Old Woman Behind the Counter in a Shop or something like that.
Oh, great.
I'll do one. Brandon, do you have any favorite songs? I'll try and do one for you, brother.
Well, I kind of like the Box Wine and Kitty Litter Blues.
That's a bullcrap. I'm sure you made that up. Boxed One, yeah, no, that's definitely unless it's one of the ones that we're coming on to our latest album with James and Rusty and Outlaw and the boys, all the boys. But I'll try and think of one. Well, off the top of my head, what's a nice song? Here's one that you've never heard. Have you been to the Cumberland Gap? Oh no, you drive past the Cumberland Gap too. Fixed your eyes on the green of the map. Oh no, where the Appalachians rise. Oh no, oh no. Have you tasted the finest of trout? Oh no. Had you sleep in a log burning house? Oh no, oh no. But Mighty Joe Moon, there is no controlling him. Drive off the bridge if you choose to swim. Mighty Joe Moon can't replace what is heaven sent. Joe can control where his money goes. It's Mighty Joe. So there you go.
Thank you very much.
But you put me on the spot. How dare you?
Well,
I
it wouldn't be a good drive unless we got serenaded by the Kiwi.
of course, brother. Of course. Well,
That's
I
one of
didn't.
my favorite things during the fucking stream is to have the live music. I really fucking love it. You have no
If
idea
it,
how much I appreciate that.
well, Brendan, if it wasn't such a dark stream, and I heard you saying that over 30% of your friends have passed away, if it wasn't so dark, I would have. And James wanted to come in and some of the bros, but because it's dark, I can't. I only started fighting when they started talking basketball and sports. I know.
Well, I missed out on the farting because I was having some connection issues. I was like 500. I was 500 feet from Mexico. So whenever you get down that close, the fucking cell phone signal goes to hell.
Yes, sir, bro. We've been there a few times, and all I can say, Brandon, is I'm honored to be with all of these leading these brothers. This is solid. This is a full family. That's why they'll never get on
Frank,
panels.
I told you before, they will never let you sit on their laps. You know,
I'm not sitting. I'm the lapper. I'm not sitting on anyone's lap.
No, you're not, and that will never happen. I told you it'll never happen.
Never happen.
So, anyways, brothers, thank you very much for coming in. Remember,
you,
please, to
Love you.
save yourselves from fucking usury. No marriage, no cohabitation, and no children. Peace out, and we'll be on the road again soon. No homo, or as Frank would say, full homo. But that's not for me. That's just Frank.